All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's showtime like Kareem Lakers. I make a masterpiece, scene basic. No Meek Millie, but I'm dream chasing. Took the shortcut like Anita Baker. I want the bright lights that you see in Vegas. I need a big house with like 3 basements. Drop an M on the whip, think I'm speed racing. Don't know if it's the Transformer or the Green Ranger. My nigga Mac got the beat banging. Young nigga selling crack as a teenager. Had fiends playing baseball out here free basing. Had me showing off the rings like a Freemason. My mama gone, but I keep pacing. Trying to keep it all together like I need braces. Family calling when they need favors. When I was broke, they was acting like complete strangers. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Rest in peace, the Nippy was the street savior. Got my credit right now, I need acres. Gotta turn your dirty money into clean paper. Trying to own a franchise without a key player. I go through hoes like I weave laces. Tree blazers, let they mama noodles be flavored. Meat takers that be acting like the D sacred. You bust in, you would think they on their knees praying. Then I slide like a screensaver. When I'm done, make some scrambled eggs, cheese bacon. Then it's on to the next, I ain't a speed dater. Little bitch ain't gon' hear from me till weeks later. I don't see no things changing. Kids still dodging bullets like they seen Matrix. These young niggas really need saving, but OGs won't teach them that the street's dangerous. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby.
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good with everybody, man? We here back in full effect, man. We had to get our audio together, man, because I was up there like, damn, what's up with my audio? What the hell? You know, I be tripping, man. You know, I be trying to, be, perfect as possible as I can for sure. But we back in the building, man. Monday night boxing talk, man. Sorry, boxing talk. CamJNetwork, man. Y'all already know. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the hype button, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, man. Share this show on all of your socials, man. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, all of that shit, all of that good shit. You already know the vibes, man. We're gonna have a good show, man. We got a lot to cover, And I want to say this, by the way, too. I appreciate everybody that supported me on my birthday this past weekend. I truly appreciate it. Like, the birthday love was amazing from everybody, man. And I truly appreciate everybody for the birthday love this past weekend, man. So definitely, we back to work, we back to business, and we active. We definitely active out here, man, for sure right now, man. So it's a lot of news to get to cover, man. And we're going to just go ahead and get this started with, the business, man. So let's go ahead and get started with this first topic that I have right here. Just kind of talking over with the 126-pound division. Of course, this past Saturday, Brandon Figueroa, he fought Nick Ball this past Saturday, and he ended up, stopping Nick Ball, man. He stopping him in the 12th round with a vicious knockout, man. That was Everybody saying one of the best knockouts of the year starting off. And let me salute my people real quick. I ain't even do that real quick. Let me do that real quick. Salute to my brother T Hill, man. My brother T Hill in the building, man. Salute to my dog, man. Salute to you, brother. And salute to my sis, man. Miss Joette. What's popping with you, sis, man? Hope everything is well with you, sis. My boy Lee Jack back in the building, man. Yeah, man. We had to get our audio shit together, man. But we back. And I'm telling you, I got a lot of shit in store for this show. So it's a lot we're gonna cover and talk about on this show, man. Most definitely. And Mrs. CamJNetwork, my baby. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my baby in the building. You already know. So let's go ahead and get back to it. All right. So on the featherweight champions right here, of course, you know, I mentioned Brandon Figueroa. He's the WBA champion now. Then you got Rafael Espinosa right there, where he's the WBO champion. Then Shushu, of course, he's the WBC champion, and along with Angelo Leo, which is the IBF champion. Angelo Leo, he kind of been fighting with pro boxing in recent time. And of course, Shushu, he's with Top Rank. Of course, Rafael Espinosa, he's with Top Rank, and Brandon Figueroa, he's with PBC. So right here, just to add a little bit more context to what's been going on a little bit recent. Of course, you know, after the win, Shushu said Shushu versus Figueroa 2026. You know, that's, you know, what Shushu shooting for, man. Shushu definitely said he wants to unify, so that's what Shushu is definitely shooting for right now in particular. And then of course, you know, Turkey Al-Sheikh, even himself, Turkey Al-Sheikh, he even spoke and said that he is interested in the fight. Let me take this out. I'll take this thing out. Okay. All right, so in particular, Turkey Al-Sheikh right here saying that he got aspirations of putting on the fight between Shushu and Brandon Figueroa right here. And let me share my screen real quick because I want to do something. I want to cover some with these guys real quick. So let me share my screen. All right. Let me share my screen real quick, y'all. Let me see. All right. All right. Let me see. All right. Let me see. All right. What's this thing right here? It ain't letting me do it, man. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. So we got this together now. Let me go and pull this clip up from Brandon Figueroa real quick. In fact, I want to play his manager first. Let's do that.
Lewis for the Ring magazine here with Manny Robles as your man. Brandon Figueroa has just become world champion once again, and another time, and Manny Robles fought her upsets the apple cart once again. How do you keep doing it?
These things just keep happening, man. I'm grateful. I thank God for putting me here. For the, we're thankful to Nick Ball for the opportunity. Our hands, Brandon, great sparring partners.
Yeah, you had a couple nominees at the Ring Awards last, obviously Trainer of the Year and the Resendez as well. I think you maybe with this win already, you put yourself in there for next year.
I don't think about these things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Happen. I don't worry to be the Trainer of the Year. I work to make sure kids give them an opportunity. One day, for me to see him become a 3-time world champion and now do it together as a team, it means the entire world to me.
Yeah, I mean, what did you make of the fight? As it went into the 12th round, the knockout.
Great fight. We were winning by split. I checked the scorecards. Yeah. We were up by with 2 of the judges. We were winning by split decision. The French judge had us down by.
Notice he said right there that they was winning up on the course by split decision right there in the fight with Nick Ball right there. That's very interesting right here. And watch what he say right here.
5 points, if you could believe that or not. And then the other 2 had us winning. But I still felt like we need to finish strong. Listen, we're in the Lions, then we're on the B side, so we needed to finish strong. And we got the knockout at the end. Wow, it's amazing.
I see it was pretty hostile towards the end there. What's sort of going on there? I see you got hit as well. Yeah.
Listen, I got hit a couple of times, and I apologize. Listen, I've always said this, and I'll say it again. I've said it time and time again. The UK fans, the British fans are the best fans in boxing, far none. I don't care what anybody says. Every time I come out here, I was so happy to be in that ring before the fight started, with the Sweet Caroline and everybody singing and everybody's pumped up for the fight. I love that. I love that about the British fans, and they're so supportive of their fighters, and I really do hope that they don't stop supporting Nick Ball. He's an amazing fighter, incredible, and I tip my head out to him, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for him, his coaches, his entire team. He's a great champion.
Yeah, like how proud can you be of Brandon? Someone obviously becoming world champion again. It's not always been an easy road for him, but obviously to have nights like tonight, do you think that sends out like an inspiration to a lot of fighters?
Absolutely. Got a couple of losses along the way, but I've always said that you learn more from your defeats than you do from your wins. And those defeats made him a better fighter. Yeah. He's a better fighter today than he ever was. Yeah. So I'm proud of it.
Yeah, and I know it might be too early to say, but what would you like next? I know Shushu Carrington was calling out.
I don't know. We'll let his team decide, his promotional team, his manager decide what's next. Yeah. My job is to get him ready. I don't make the decisions. Like I said, it's my job is to get them ready mentally, physically, and once they give me a name and they tell me who's next, and that's what we do. That's what we go against.
Brilliant. Well, Manny, I appreciate the time as always, and we know
right there, man. That's a real trainer right there, man. Manny Robles been putting in a lot of work, man. Of course, he got Armando Resendez on his belt. You know what I mean? He got some guys that been getting some upset wins over the past few years, man, and this was another big one for Manny Robles right here with Brandon Figueroa with Nick Ball this past weekend. And notice he said that they had to work hard and wanted to finish out the fight strong because they knew that if they left this fight to the judges, they wouldn't have got the decision for this fight if they would have left this fight to the judges. That's just the fact of the matter right there. And I want to show my boy Figgy real quick. Let me get his clip real quick. Let me find it real quick. think it was on Boxing Social. Let me type it in Boxing Social real quick. Salute to my peoples in the building. Little trial run. We trying to laptop out, so we doing some little work on the laptop, man. So definitely vibe out with your boy. All right, so where's this clip at? There you go.
Of course, everyone has their opinion, everyone has their doubts. And I'm used to it. Like I said, I'm used to it. When I fought Eddie, it was the same thing. Everyone doubted me. No one believed in me. He was knocking out everyone, beating everyone. And, my preparation speaks for itself. We worked really, really hard, me and my team. We had a game plan, strategy, and we stuck to it. And I'm just happy and blessed by God that I came out victorious. No, I just followed my coach's advice, punch combination. He said that, my coach said that, jab, jab, throw that short left hook, uppercut, he just switched to punch variation. And I just caught him when he was throwing. My team just celebrated. We were just happy. Like I said, we came into the Lions Den. They weren't going to give us nothing. And, we're just celebrating. We're celebrating, and we meant no disrespect. I hope Nick, it feels great, and he bounces back, keeps his head up. And I just want him to go home healthy to his family the same way I want to go home as all the boxers, And like I said, I just wanted to come out here, showcase my talent, my skills, my craft, and I hope the Liverpool fans fell in love with my fighting style. Of course, that's every boxer has pride and ego. Every boxer wants to prove himself, not only to everyone, but to himself as well. And, I just came out here, like I said, I give him my all in camp, and I give him my all in the ring, and I just love the sport so much. Man, it feels amazing. I'm just very blessed, honored, proud of myself. And it means everything. I get to go back home as a champion. Like I said, I came out here, 8-hour difference. And I just love the sport so much. I showed my passion in the ring, and I hope that everyone else saw that.
I didn't think he was going to get it, to be honest with you, especially the way he landed.
Yeah, man. So right there, you got the bull, Brandon Figueroa, explaining to y'all right there, like, hey, the same thing as Manny Robles saying pretty much, we had to finish this fight strong, of course. We had to win this fight. You know what I'm saying, clear or definitely by knockout, because they wasn't gonna give it to the judges. You know what I'm saying? One of the judges had a landslide on the cards and everything at that time and stuff for the knockout, and it was a fight where you got to salute Brandon Figueroa for going over there on enemy territory over there in Liverpool and going and getting that strap from Nick Ball over there and doing it in that fashion right there, man. Like that was amazing, man. Amazing story for Brandon Figueroa too. From him coming off the loss with Stephen Fulton, the past year. Definitely gotta salute Brandon Figueroa. And like I said, you got these champions up here at 140 right now. I mean at 126 right now. And of course, Shushu, he's trying to unify up. Turkey said he want to put the fight on. Don't be surprised. You see that fight happen later on in 2026. Right now, if I had to pick, I would see Shushu probably in the ring with Brandon Figueroa before Rafael Espinosa right now at this point. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? That's my personal opinion. I can see right now Brandon Figueroa possibly fighting Shushu before we get Rafael Espinosa and Shushu in there. That's just, my personal opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. And let me see. Let me check some people out. Check my people's coming in the building. Salute to my boy, All Things in the building. Salute, bro. Thrill Hill in the building. What's good, my brother? Kwee. Make sure y'all subscribe to my sister, Kwee, man. She live every Thursday night. So make sure y'all subscribe to Kwee. She be talking about a little bit of everything, everyday life, everything. So make sure y'all subscribe to my sister for sure. The Writer's Block, what's good with my dog, man? What's good with you, brother? What's popping with you, bro? So let me see who else in there. Mr. West. So, all right, we can keep going, man. So, all right, let's get to this other news real quick, by the way. And let me unshare myself. Let's stop real quick. All right, so let's get to this other news that I got that's going on. And salute to my sister 2 Cents Boxing in the building too as well. Make sure y'all subscribe to my sister 2 Cents Boxing as well. So let's get to this other news that happened today. I wanted to showcase this. All right, so the IBF has officially ordered Lucas Body versus Albert Bell in a lightweight title eliminator. So you got Lucas Body versus Albert Bell from ordered by the IBF right here at 135. And of course, Albert Bell, he's been a guy from Ohio, one of my guys that been putting in a lot of work in recent time. A lot of work, from 130 to 135 and haven't been getting many opportunities. Of course, he was on Top Rank where couldn't get opportunities where they was trying to get him fights with Shakur Stevenson and Jamal Herring and couldn't get those opportunities. So Top Rank ended up dropping him and letting him go independent, because they couldn't get him in these fights. And now he's independent. And of course, he's been winning on the win streak right now in recent time and had a couple fights in his hometown in Toledo this past year and won and positioned himself getting higher in the rankings in the IBF in particular. And of course, Lucas Body, he's the number 1 contender. He's the number 2 contender for the WBA. And of course, a lot of people was in belief that Lucas Body would end up probably fighting Mr. Kid Austin. And Mr. Kid Austin, of course, he's the number 1 contender for the WBA since the WBA at 135 is now vacant. So, the WBA, they haven't ordered that fight yet at all. And now you got the IBF, they're pushing Lucas Body and Albert Bell in a title eliminator, which is kind of something to kind of read the room with. At 135, with the IBF, you got Raymond Muratalla as the champion, right? Raymond Muratalla, I'm in a belief, I don't know how long he gonna stay at 135, honestly. You know what I'm saying? It may be a chance that we may see Raymond Muratalla move up to 140 soon. And if that's the case, this fight will be an actual title for the vacant title if Raymond Muratalla does decide to move up to 140. But we'll stay real close on that situation for us that with Raymond Muratalla. But in particular, whoever wins this fight would be the mandatory. So the question is, will Lucas Body take a fight with Albert Bell? Or if the WBA orders Kid Austin versus Lucas Body, will he take that situation? That's the question that I have right there. And that's something that is real interesting. Regardless of the matter, Albert Bell's going to be in a title eliminator or fighting for the vacant title if Raymond Muratalla gives up his 140-pound division. If he goes up to the 140-pound division, using his IBF status for that in general. So, Albert Bell's in a great position right now with the IBF. And of course, I mentioned to you, another guy that won the IBF, with Ohio, Robert Easter. You know what I'm saying? Robert Easter's a guy that, went through the IBF. You know what I'm saying? And, if y'all talk to my boy Ohio Runs Boxing, my brother Marcus, he'll tell you a lot of fighters from Ohio, they go through that IBF a lot. And he got the stats to prove that as well. So, with that being said, you got Albert Bell in a great position right here where he's fighting for a title eliminator. And Lucas Body, he's in a real, interesting, situation with him being, possibly, in this situation with the title eliminator for the IBF and possibly, fighting for the actual vacant title for the WBA. You know what I'm saying? You will probably think Lucas Body will probably take Kid Austin rather than take Albert Bell because he feel like Kid Austin is probably the easier fight in particular. You know what I'm saying? Albert Bell is a hard issue for a lot of guys because of his length and his style. You know what I'm saying? His his awkward style that he has. You know what I mean? And his size and everything. So like he's a fight that a lot of people hasn't taken because of his size. In these divisions from 130 to 135 right here. So with this being said, Lucas Body would definitely, in my opinion, probably look to take Kid Austin on before he takes on Albert Bell in particular. You know what I mean? But it's going to be fireworks if they do fight, though. They do line this shit up for sure. And I'm just happy that my boy Albert Bell is in that position. And, you know what I'm saying, where he's in this position fighting for a title eliminator, man. And by the way, just to add a little bit more context, I will have Albert Bell here Wednesday night at 8:45. So Albert Bell will be live with us Wednesday night at 8:45. So you'll see me pushing that throughout the week, these next couple of days. And the boy Albert Bell will be in the building on CamJNetwork this Wednesday at 8:45 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely do not miss that at all for sure. And salute to my brother Albert Bell. You dig? Ohio shit. So other news. What we got. All right, let's get to this right here. Let's do this. All right. So of course you got Robert Garcia, Keith Thurman, and Sebastian Fundora. They locked in for March 28th at the MGM Grand in Vegas. Just did the press conference and everything. And this is one fight that they're trying to have land on that card. Yuli Hernandez, one of the outstanding 160-pound fighters coming out of Cuba, to fight Jihad Tucker right here. And I was like, when I first seen this, I was like, shit, I'm fucking with this right here. Like, I'm fucking with this fight for sure, man. Like, this definitely gonna be a nice little fight, especially Jihad Tucker coming off, beating Lorenzo Simpson last year and everything. You know what I'm saying? I want to see this. I want to definitely see this. And then you got this little motion right here from the bull, Jihad Tucker. He tags PBC and tags Yuli Hernandez's name and says, stop being cheap. Send the real bag. Let's give the fans what they want to see. $500K to see my face. So you got Jihad Tucker right here to talk about, hey, they got to give him $500K to fight on this Thurman and Fundora card coming up on March 28th, fighting Yuli Hernandez. And my question is right here, has Jihad Tucker ever got a $500,000 payday? That's my question. Because it sounded to me when you up the bag like that, and especially you ain't in no favorable position like that 100%. You know what I'm saying? You damn near outside looking in with Top Rank right now. You know what I'm saying? You're not a favorable guy on Top Rank. You're not a guy that Top Rank is pushing forward among their staple right now. You know what I mean? And you up here asking for that $500,000. Let me see if this man has made $500,000 in his career. Let me see something. Real quick. So it ain't really even no reports on his purses in particular from what I'm reading up. But this man talk about some $500K. It sounds like you scared to get your ass whooped. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me. And we'll see definitely what's popping with this situation though with Jihad Tucker and Yuli Hernandez. But in my opinion, it looked like Jihad Tucker is scared of Yuli Hernandez and he trying to outprice himself right now. That's what it looked like to me, in my opinion, right now. And let's get to let me see this. All right, and let me do a little brief one right here. Of course, salute to my brothers from Brunch Boxing. Reported this right here, credited Dose of Boxing. Right here talking about Amari Jones is slated to fight Luis Aries on the February 21st Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia card. So Amari Jones back in action again, man. Staying active for sure. And definitely can't wait to see him on this card for sure on February 21st, which that card is next Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday on the 21st. You know what I mean? So definitely big action on that night for sure. And all right, let's go ahead and talk about the news that's breaking or that's popped out just now. So, of course, man, there's been a lot of rumors with Errol Spence coming back in the game, man, in recent time, and it's starting to have some more legs to it right now. Currently, of course, Tim Tszyu, Errol Spence. This fight was rumored a couple weeks ago in particular. And when I told y'all about it, I was like, I ain't sure about it. We'll see. But I mean, of course, in recent time, and everybody been seeing Earl. He's been back in the gym training and everything. He's actually been in Philly, from what I heard. And of course, just to add a little bit more context with Tim Tszyu, he's supposed to fight in a IBF. Tim Tszyu's supposed to fight in March, on March 5th. You remember I told you Lewis Crocker versus Leon Paro is March 5th. And they're talking about putting Tim Tszyu on that card to fight a tune-up, and which was reported from Mike Coppinger earlier today on Inside the Ring with Earl Spence and Tim Tszyu. They mentioned that Tim Tszyu's going to have a tune-up, and then they looking for him and Earl to lock in and fight in the summer. So Earl Spence, I got to share my screen because I want to play this interview from Earl, man, from the other day. I got to play this interview from Earl the other day on Fight Hype. All right, so let me go on here real quick. Give me some time. Let me get. Oh.
Can give you this for a better deal on that.
Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill for a better deal.
DJ, you coming back? What do you think about being out here? What do you think about Roy being out here in Dallas?
I love it, man. This was about especially when we have fighters, getting our new businesses, and, having new businesses and stuff, and just driving, man. You see, like, how older boxers can still drive, and people still coming out. We come to see him because they put
Yeah, the fans miss you out there, man.
We have fighters, man. Getting our new businesses, and, having new businesses and stuff, and just driving, man. You see, like, how older boxers can still drive, and people still coming out. We come to see him because they put
Yeah, the fans miss you out there, man. What about Bud retiring? Were you surprised?
I was surprised. I mean, he's done anything you do in the sport. So, I mean, what's left? I mean, he got his health. So that's the most important thing to take. I mean, you got his kids, you got his family, and you want to be there for them. So, once you're tired, when you're outside, there's a lot of fighters who can do this.
Right. What about Shakur's performance last week against Teofimo? I mean, masterclass?
You win a lot of money?
Huh?
You win a lot of money?
What do you think him, Tank, and Devin, Shakur, Tank, and Devin, what do you think about those three, and who would come out on top?
I don't know. We'll see. They are great talent.
Yeah. Now, Jermell was calling you out a while back, your old stablemate here in Texas. I saw you guys go at it many times. What did you think about that?
I mean, Canelo's gone, Terrence gone, so, who else is going to get a big payday from? That's the only reason calling me out, because everybody knows how to score. I mean, Coach Jerry Lane knows how to score. Everybody in the gym knows how to score. Like, he wants some money.
What about Thurman and Honduras, EJ? What do you think about that matchup?
Well, okay, who else first? Germany and one of them. Honduras been doing a good job with extra jazz. He's kick apart. Like Honduras throw a lot of punches. He'll break them down over time.
I asked Roy about you competing against those guys the other day here, and Roy's like, absolutely. I mean, you and Keith you're always chasing Keith back in the day. Yeah, appreciate it, man. You look good. You look good.
So there go Earl Spence right there, man, and in particular right there. Of course, he mentioned that far as Jamel, I know that was the main clip that's been popping out, going viral in recent time, saying that, of course, Bud ain't here no more, Canelo ain't active like that, whatever, from what he said, whatever, which is, we'll get to Canelo, because we definitely gonna talk about Canelo too with this recent little interview he done had. But saying that Jamel, he looking for a payday, which is, like I said, Earl still is a significant name. He's still the A side in a lot of fights. You know what I mean? That's even when he was about to come back and fight Sebastian Fundora, he was going to be the A side in that fight. You know what I'm saying? In general, you know what I'm saying? You see Virgil Ortiz calling for Earl Spence and stuff, fighting in Texas at AT&T Stadium and everything. You know what I mean? For a big fight in Texas. You know what I'm saying? But the report as far as Earl Spence with Tim Tszyu, it has some legs to it. It definitely has some definite legs to it for sure. From an inside source from my own, you know what I'm saying, that kind of literally told me about this when I asked him about it a couple weeks ago. He was like, yeah, it got some legs to it. You know what I'm saying? He said he think Earl wants to come back. That's what he vividly told me. And you see Earl back in there, he looked like he definitely, trying to come back in the game for sure. He definitely looked like he's trying to come back in the game for sure. And him starting off with Tim Tszyu, I like it. I like it. Now, the question, let me ask y'all, do y'all believe Earl fighting Tim Tszyu, do y'all believe that's a tune-up for him? You know what I'm saying? Because you already know I've been the one saying that I believe that Earl, he come back, he need to get a tune-up. But is Tim Tszyu really a tune-up for Earl Spence coming back off a 3-year layoff? Like, that's the question. Like, that's what I'm not unsure of right now at the moment. You feel me? Like, that's my thing. That's the only thing that I question with him, with Earl. And just to add more context with Earl Spence as well, he's been training recent time in Philly with Coach Bredman Edwards in recent time. Now, ain't no word for us Bredman Edwards as his official trainer in particular. Let me add context to that. But it's been reported that, Earl's been in Philly in recent time and working with Bredman, training and everything. Of course, we seen him, training with another guy the other day. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he's been working with Roy Jones. So it just looked like Earl's trying to, find out the right mesh, for us training wise, on who to work with in particular. Me, I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised if Earl ends up working with Roy. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up working with Roy. That's one thing I wouldn't rule out. And let me add Roy in the contest. Let's bring Roy right here.
Now, going to the other side with Tio, rough night for him and his dad. You had to fire your dad. Is it time for Tio to bring somebody else into his corner, fire his dad, get somebody else in there?
So some people just can't do that. I'm not going to do no good. So right now he's been
end of March. Good fight. You worked a little bit with Spence out here. Always.
One time is about the same age as him, I think, or close to it, maybe a little older than him. And one time's been off for a long time as well. He's had a lot of gaps in his career, so he could definitely compete one time. And one time he's a good fighter. Fundora is a freak of nature, totally different set of rules to climb. Fundora is definitely not the easiest package of that group because he's so tall at 154. So he'd be the one I would say least likely to challenge. But at the same time, Earl is so good at what he does. Earl can get himself back to being Earl Spence. He's gonna be a problem.
Are you still working with him, Roy?
I mean, you know, my door is always open. If I open a gym in Dallas, I couldn't tell nobody to come through that door that I won't work with him. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm always open to give advice, open to be there for whatever I can be there for. I'm not telling nobody I want to train nobody, but if they do want to work with me, I'm right here. You feel me? So it's like I'm open to work with whoever I can work with. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like God gave me so many gifts that if I don't share them with the world, then I'm being wrong. So if somebody came to me and asked me, hey, you think you do anything? I said, let me look at you. Come in the gym, let me see. If you work out, you work good enough, I think we can add to you. Sure. I don't think we can add to you. I'm be like, no, I don't think I can really help. I don't think I can do nothing. If I can't do nothing, I'm not gonna lie and say I can't. So I don't know.
Who do you like in Fundora Thurman?
It's a tough call.
All right, so there you go. You got Roy Jones saying that, you know, he's definitely willing to work with Earl Spence if it do come to pass, man. And I'm seeing some comments real quick. Let me see something real quick. I see my boy Cruz. I see my dog. My boy Shell Moore to my EJ, 3 years on the couch, get his ass whooped by Tim Tszyu. Damn, bro. That's tough right there. That's tough right there, man. Hey, I'm saying it's tough to call. Tim Tszyu to me is not a tune-up fight for EJ being 3 years removed. You know what I mean? And what I was thinking for him, I'm thinking definitely more of a softer touch. You know what I'm saying? Even though, let's add context with Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu has been stopped in the last year and a half twice. Let's add context to that, though. You know what I'm saying? Now, we will say that. So it ain't it's not a fight that's not feasible for Earl Spence, in my opinion. With that being said, you feel me? Like, that boy definitely was punch drunk off of, you know what I'm saying, them shots from Bakram and Fundora. And especially, you know what I'm saying, the first fight with Fundora. Shit. You feel me? Like, let me scroll down real quick. Scroll down. What's good with my boy Isaiah? What you doing? What's good? Well, salute to you, brother. Salute to my boy Crush, the legend in the building, the master of ceremonies. He said Roy is not a good trainer, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It could Roy turn EJ up? You know what I'm saying? That's the question. I don't know. I gotta see. I gotta see it because Roy don't have a rich history as far as training and making guys champion and stuff like that. From what we seen and what we know of. You know what I mean? So that's why I said that's definitely a little different on that aspect. You feel me? Definitely, for sure. Gotta say that. All right. So what we got? We can move on from that. And let me look at this next one. All right, I did want to do this, so let me stop sharing my screen. Stop sharing, and let me go ahead. I get the clips. And speaking of Roy, let me play this clip from Roy the other day.
But overall, no, because if you got UFC already, and your guys leave UFC and make more money in boxing in one night than they make the whole career in UFC, that's a problem. So you got to balance the problem. Balance the problem in your sport and then make my sport better. Okay, but don't go take my sport and do the same thing in your sport, because your sport got a level how high I can go. I don't want that. Why would I want that? I'm crazy if I go for that.
run that clip back because you know that boy Roy be talking fast as hell and shit. Let me run that one back.
But overall, no, because if you got UFC already and your guys leave UFC and make more money in boxing in one night than they make the whole career in UFC, that's a problem. So you got to balance the problem out. Balance the problem in your sport and then make my sport better. Okay, but don't go take my sport and do the same you do in your sport because your sport got a level how high I can go. I don't want that. Why would I want that? I'm crazy if I go for that.
So you got Roy Jones right there talking about Zuffa, talking about UFC, where those guys at UFC obviously they try, like I mentioned before, they coming over to boxing and stuff because of them boys ain't getting paid over there, and he ain't sure about Zuffa with how they pay the UFC fighters on how they gonna do with the current guys on Zuffa as well. You know what I mean? Which is that's a conversation that we've been bringing in to the forefront right there. Was I told you that Zuffa shit, man, it's a good situation for guys that's trying to get out the mud and want to be tied down to a situation, but longevity wise for some of the younger boxers, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a situation where them boys is in slave contracts over there. Boys, they own your NIL, your name, image, likeness, everything over there, bro. Like you gotta get your tattoos approved by them and everything, and they can drop you whenever they want. Like it's no longevity with them as well. Like say you do shitty in the fight, whatever, Zuffa can cut your contract and drop you as well, bro. So it's a lot of context to the whole Zuffa boxing situation, man. With the shit like we've been discussing in recent topics and everything. But let me switch to gears a little bit. I want to get into my boy David Benavidez. David Benavidez in recent time, and he did an interview with Brian Custer from the Last Stand podcast. Of course, David Benavidez in recent time, and he got a fight coming up May 2nd on Cinco de Mayo versus Zerto Ramirez for 2 of the cruiserweight titles up there. And let me play this first clip from David Benavidez.
Won the 2 titles. I'm gonna become unified champion at cruiserweight, and then I will become the face of boxing.
Do you believe there's an opening for someone to be the face of boxing? And there's David Benavidez.
It's wide open, and that's why I'm training extremely hard. That's why I'm extremely motivated for this fight, and it was a blessing to get the date May 2nd. And then now I'm fighting Zurdo Ramirez, and I'm training extremely hard, and I don't only want to be called the face of boxing, I want to earn that. So with this victory, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna put everything into the ring. I'm gonna put a phenomenal performance on. I'm gonna win the 2 titles. I'm gonna become unified champion at cruiserweight, and then I will become the face of boxing.
Yeah, so that's David Benavidez speaking about becoming the face of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Which is, I feel like with David, I don't like to say him being, I don't think he's in position to be like the face of boxing in particular. Now, you want to say Mexican face of boxing? Yeah, now we can have a conversation right there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like definitely he in position to be the next Mexican face of boxing for sure. You know what I mean? Especially with him fighting on Cinco de Mayo and taking upon Canelo's date that he had, you feel me? So with that being said, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? This man is already champion at 175. Now him going up, the cruiserweight challenging there, he'll get 2 straps if he gets the dub over Zurdo Ramirez May 2nd on that fight in particular. So, David Benavidez, face of boxing, I'm not saying that. Now, the Mexican face of boxing, definitely, most definitely. David Benavidez can be the Mexican face of boxing because Canelo was on his way out. You know what I mean? He got 2 more fights with Turkey, and both of them fights going to be in Riyadh season. And you got David Benavidez, he's in America doing his thing. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? David Benavidez definitely has, the value and, the face for as him being the face of Mexican boxing. You know what I'm saying? We want to take it to there. In that conversation, I'm with that conversation. But the face of boxing, you can add, he'll be in the conversation for as being one of the faces because he would be the face of Mexican boxing. You know what I'm saying? If he defends, defeats Zerto Ramirez, that's what I would say in my eyes in particular. But and I see BVO. BVO came in the right time and took because you know that boy he hates some David Benavidez. That boy he hate David Benavidez because of the boy Canelo. Look at him. Look at him talk about the Mexican pussy cat. Like, why would you like this is my thing? Why would you hate on David Benavidez? This man, he's the prototypical boxer that and fighter that we all want to see. You know what I'm saying? Trying to go for legacy with the belts, putting on great matchups, you know what I'm saying? Always trying to look out, go out for banger after banger. Like, this other Ramirez fight is a banger. Like, he's going up to take, Zerto Ramirez titles up there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't. Now, as far as you want to talk about with Ja Obatai in the mix of that, Zerto have been ducking Ja Obatai. You want to say that, but BVO has this thing where he believes Ja Obatai is being ducked by David Benavidez. I don't believe in that whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez want to fight all these guys. You know what I mean? But Ja Obatai, he ain't making no better about being over there with Zuffa fucking boxing. I'll tell you that. Like, I'll tell you that. Let me see. My sister said, Miss Joette said, you can't call yourself the face of boxing. The fans name the face of boxing. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree 100% with that, sister. And that's the thing. I think the fans would unite David Benavidez as the Mexican face of boxing, but the actual face, no, the fans isn't on that type of timing with David Benavidez right now. Salute to my brother Blue in the building, man. What's good with you? My brother was popping, bro. Was good. My boy Shell Moore, what he say? He said, in the UFC, there is a ceiling or a cap on how much a fighter can make. In boxing, there is no ceiling on a fighter's pay. Yeah. I mean, it ain't even a ceiling for UFC per se. Honestly, it's more so a cap. It ain't even a ceiling for them. It's more so a cap for them. Like where you got literally what's the one dude, the dude with the pink hair with the pink braids that was trying to fight Tank and talk about he want to fight Devin and Ryan and shit. I can't think of his name. The one fighter with the pink braids. He just asked to see if he can fight on Zuffa right just now. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, shit, nasty work at UFC, bro. Nasty work, man. Nasty work over there at UFC. Salute to my brother Shell in the building, man. What's good with my boy, man? What's good, my dog? We was laughing about the Super Bowl last night. That shit was funny, bro. The notorious BVO. BVO. Always going crazy. All right. Shell Moore said BVO don't worry about Alvarez and Billy will take care of Benavidez light work. Oh, word. Yeah, we gonna get to that conversation for sure. My boy Shell Moore, you own us something. Let me play this next clip from David Benavidez, man.
All the guys I name, I go after and fight them. So Zurdo Ramirez, then Beterbiev, and Bivol. Also, I don't want people to get it twisted. I'm not going to stay up here at cruiserweight. What I wanted to do, like I said, there was options on the table. I wanted to come up, get the cruiserweight titles, and then I want to go back down and fight Bivol or Beterbiev. And then after that, go back up to cruiserweight. So, we have a good game plan behind this. You know what I mean? We have a lot of good fights to make happen. And like I told all my fans, I don't want to be that guy that, just says that he's going to fight everybody and doesn't fight anybody at all. I mean, I think I've made it very apparent that all the guys I name, I go after and fight them. So Zurdo Ramirez, then Beterbiev, and Bivol, so it's gonna be good, man. I'm very excited for me. I'm very excited for my fans. I'm very excited for the sport of boxing.
All right, so you heard that man right there, David Benavidez, man. The man said he trying to go after Beterbiev and Bevel for sure. Still, definitely, that's still on the menu. Like I said, he still is the WBC champion at 175 and the WBA interim champion as well. You know what I mean? So he still got status at 175, along with him with this situation in the cruiserweight division with Zerto Ramirez in particular. And I already mentioned with Bevel, they got a purse. He has a purse bid with Michael Eifert, his IBF mandatory coming up February 13th. They just had one February 3rd, but they postponed it 10 days to February 13th. And the plan is they supposed to try to get Beterbiev a tune-up fight on the same card as Dimitri Bivol and Michael Eifert, and have them fight on the same card. And if they both win, obviously they would match them up for the trilogy. That's the plan from what I'm hearing for as the situation with Beterbiev and Bivol in particular. So with that being said, if they both do win their prospective matches, you know what I'm saying, if they are on the same card with Beterbiev and Bivol, that fight will probably be in the summer, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? I would assume. Or it'll be in the early fall, you know what I mean? Where it puts in perspective that we're like, all right, DB, you fighting in May. Are you going willing to wait for those guys whoever win that fight if they do put that fight on? You know what I'm saying? And I'm worried if they still put the fight on with Beterbiev and Bivol, in my opinion, anyway, for real, because I feel like Bivol is on some real shaky business with Beterbiev, man. Like they were supposed to have that trilogy. That rematch was in February last year, almost a whole year ago. They're supposed to have the trilogy in the summer, and then it went into the fall. And of course, Bivol said he had a back injury, even though this man was working out a week before he got this back injury. Hey, we ain't gonna get all into that situation in particular, but the man Bivol literally was like basically stalling this man Beterbiev out the whole time with this trilogy. You know what I'm saying? Where this trilogy is being even more stalled out because he has a mandatory with Michael Eifert. You know what I mean? Which Michael Eifert's been waiting for his opportunity for a long time. So, like, it's definitely some crazy work, man. Some crazy work. Now, we'll see what's up. Of course, David Benavidez, May 2nd, Zerto Ramirez, and we'll see what's popping with them for sure. Add a little context because I see people talking about Billy, man, and let's get into talking about Canelo. All right, so let me pull this up. All right, so I mentioned to y'all recent time and too about this too, because of course Hamza Shiraz, he's about to fight for the IBF for the 168 at 168. Of course, Christian and Billy been on the outs. Let me share my screen real quick. So I want to see these. Records real quick. Let's just pull up. Let's pull up the WBC rankings real quick. Let's pull up the WBC rankings. And they just updated the WBC rankings too this past week. Pulling up in there. All right, I would assume Boxing Scene would have updated it by now as well. Neighborhood. When was their last update? Let me see. February 9th. Yeah, which is today. So 168. So 168. You see. Hold on, let me take the banner down real quick. Hold on, my bad, y'all. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Y'all seeing it? As you see, Canelo Alvarez is he is number one in the WBC. And it everybody was, of course, we was all pushing for, Lester Martinez, but Lester Martinez ain't gonna get an opportunity over Canelo Alvarez, of course. That's just the obvious. You know what I mean? And let me stop sharing. And I want to get to some of this content with Canelo right here from this Versace interview real quick. And let me play this first song right here.
I try, but my body doesn't respond. I have cramps in my legs, so doesn't respond the way I really want. But, it is what it is. We learn from that and we move forward. And I know what mistakes I made in the fight and in the camp too. But that's what it's boxing about. I think a winner doesn't mean you need to win every time. No, you need to learn from everything, from the losses, take the losses, and learn from that, and move forward, and still doing the things you love.
Let me play this John too right here.
I always give all his credit, no, but we need to run it back. That's why my tough. When after the fight, I say we need to run it back this fight because I don't feel the way I really want, and I need to make this fight happen again, no, and it's gonna be different. I think for him to deserve all the credit, he need to give me the rematch, obviously. But he decided to retire, and we need to accept that and move forward.
So you guys, Canelo, he still asking for the rematch, even though he know Bud and retired and everything. I don't want to see the rematch. I already told everybody, even after the fight, I don't want to see no rematch. We gonna see what happened the same exact fucking way if they was to fight again. It ain't gonna be no damn difference. It's gonna be another belt the ass whooping for Bud on Canelo if they was the rematch. But no, Bud, he's on record on his new new interview that he did with the Pivot in recent times, saying that he has no intentions to come back. He was going to retire almost after the Earl fight. And then, the Canelo opportunity came about and everything. And he said he had it in his mind that he was going to retire regardless, win, lose, or draw after that Canelo fight. And he's standing on his retirement. So, in that particular, Canelo, you're not going to get that daggone Bud fight, brother, that rematch, man. So you can go ahead and stop talking about that shit as it is. Yeah, I mean, But let me play this one right here from the bull.
Speaking of September 12th, you're coming back, second fight in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Tell us about how that decision came to fight overseas in Riyadh and how your relationship has progressed with Turki Al-Sheikh, because obviously you and His Excellency got off to a little bit of a rocky start in the beginning, but now two of you are very good friends.
I think in the beginning was a misunderstanding. He approached to me in the wrong way with the wrong people. That's what happened. But as soon we spoke in person, everything was perfect. And now I appreciate him as a friend. I appreciate everything he's doing for boxing too. And I appreciate all the things he do for me and my family. So it's different now. No, and in the contract we have like that. We have these two fights in Riyadh. And I'm glad to go there and experience all these things. I already fought in Riyadh and I'm happy to go again.
So that's Canelo right there explaining, his situation, talk about him with him and Turkey, where it started off rocky at first, whatever, because he think that Turkey took the wrong approach and approaching him about doing business with him and everything. And said that, once they got together in person, boom, they didn't click perfectly and everything. And that's why he said they got two more fights in Riyadh season, which is nasty work. Nasty work for Canelo, where we're gonna see this man, his next two fights in Riyadh season, instead of seeing him in America, where a lot of his fan base is at. We seen how that first fight he had with William Scold, which was nasty work, because William Scold just got his ass knocked out a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Which is definitely nasty work on that behalf, because you look back at the performance that Canelo had with William Scold, like, damn, how you let this other dude come in and he knock out William Scold, and then you could even cut the ring off and even touch the man for real. You know what I'm saying? Put on a shit show of performance versus William Scold. You know what I mean? Which led into him talking about, he had cramps in his legs and everything, going into the fight with Bud Crawford and everything, which was nasty work. Like, because that's an excuse that nobody's not trying to hear, Canelo. Nobody ain't trying to hear that bullshit, bro. Like, you can't say you had cramps in your legs, giving that as an excuse, man. Like, not going for that excuse from Canelo. But with him having two more fights on the deal, it's definitely nasty work, because you about to see this man fight Christian and Billy for that WBC title. And Lester Martinez isn't going to get that opportunity right here. You know what I'm saying? Let me play this next one from.
I don't want to take an easy fight and come back and all that kind of shit. No, I want to go straight and fight champions. I want somebody to come and fight, to make a good fight. That's what I want.
Yeah. So, Canelo said he don't want no easy fight coming back, which is, I find, kind of observant. If that's the case, why you didn't fight Osley Iglesias for the IBF then? Like, that's my question for Canelo right there. Like, why you ain't fight Osley Iglesias for the IBF if you ain't want an easy fight? You know what I'm saying? You turned down that opportunity, and we just waiting for the WBC to put the order in for Canelo and fucking Christian and Billy. That's all we waiting for now, because it's clearly the evidence with him being the number one contender for the WBC at 168, and of course, Christian and Billy, doing a lot of work with Turkey in recent time, and it's definitely evident for them to make that fight happen with Canelo and Christian and Billy. And Lester Martinez is going to be out on the loop, outside looking in. You know what I mean? Hey, maybe they can get fucking Lester with Osley Iglesias, probably. You know what I'm saying? And fight for that IBF. Maybe they try to get that situation going. You know what I mean? Shit different out here, bro. It's definitely different out here. It's a nasty world out here in this boxing world, bro, for sure, bro. That is. I'm about to go ahead. Actually, I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link for y'all. quick. Put us in the comments. Comments. There we go. Boom. There you go. All right, link pinned to the top, y'all. And I got some other shit we can go over too when y'all come up here too on Shakur and Ryan Garcia, man. Once y'all come up here, the link is pinned to the top. Come on down, man. Come on down. My brother Blue was popping with you, brother.
What's good with your fam? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, brother. How you doing, brother?
Oh man, just moving the groove and living the dream. You already know, man.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you think about Canelo, man, Kristen and Billy, man? What you think about that?
Well, the Canelo situation. Are you talking about the Canelo situation with wanting to rematch Bud?
Yeah, that and him. You got of course, situation possibly with him fighting Kristen and Billy too for the WBC. They probably he the number one contender for the WBC, so they most likely gonna order that.
Is that 175?
Well,
or is it going to be at 170? 160? Well, let me say this then, man. No, man, that's a fight. I ain't really high on Billy. If Canelo fights him, that's fine. But because he can't get the rematch, it is what it is, I guess. I mean, I feel like it's a fight. Canelo should be able to pull that off. You know what I mean? In that fight. The situation, yeah, with the situation with him fighting Bud again. The only way I see that, I mean, I just see it as he just wants a payday, another payday. But I don't think that Bud, to be honest with you, I don't feel like Bud is gonna come out. The only Bud asked for $100 million. Maybe Dana White, Dana White and because remember Dana White said he still wants him to fight, and Turkey saying the same thing. They're trying to convince him to come back.
Right.
So I'm looking at it like this, man. Y'all both put $50 million in his pocket, and then he's back. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about nothing.
Fact. See, but that's the thing, though. The thing is, he said on the Pivot podcast that he wouldn't sell it. He said he wouldn't sell his soul. He said because he met Channing Crowder asked him about it. Like
you said you can have my soul for $100 million. Remember that?
Yeah. He said he would. Yeah, he said exactly that.
Yeah.
If I can find that.
Well, I mean,
that shit.
And then Bud said to Channing, he said, "Now we know what your character is. That shows me what your character is. You can be Buck."
That nigga literally
but
came in the ring holding the nigga's hand. He ain't got no character. My fault, Cam. Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
I don't feel
He
like
came in holding his
honestly,
sovereign leader's hand, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just found it funny for him to talk about nigga selling his soul. He came in while he had a wife holding another nigga hand. But, hey, that's neither here nor there. Go ahead. I ain't mean to cut nobody. Go ahead and cook up.
Shut your hating ass up, nigga.
Yeah, for real.
Look at that.
My nigga Shin, boy. My nigga Shin don't like. Shin don't like Bud. He don't like motherfucking Keyshawn. He don't like Shakur. He don't like none of these fighters except for Tank, man. So it's like, how do you like? Anyways, I don't want to get into that. My point is this.
Bro. Hold on.
Hold on,
You
Shin.
think you're putting lies on me?
Let me finish what I'm saying, and then you go. No, I ain't putting lies on you. Know what it is. But let me say this, man. Look, I feel like this. Dana White and them, even on what y'all saying, man. Look, he could just want them to really put that bag out there. Yes, he can say that, but man, what if they put that bag in his face and he's like, man, he takes that fight. I'm just looking at it like this, man. I would take the fight if I was him. You did ask for $100 million, and they giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? If they give it to you. You know what I mean? So either you're gonna take it. So we're gonna really see in a few holds in the future. If he doesn't fight him, kudos. That's what it is. I don't care if he fights him or not, because as far as I'm concerned, Bud is This area, he's a go to this area, man. And I appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? To be able to witness his craft. So it is what it is.
Ain't that cute?
I'm just sick of Canelo, though, saying. I'm sick of Canelo bitch ass crying, talking about craps, and you ain't got to be a winner all the time and all this weird ass shit. Canelo, shut the fuck up, man. Cut your ass
that's
up,
a fact.
accept it, move on.
Yeah,
hey, that's a fact. I'm with you, Shelton Moore. I was one of the first niggas who said these is like two hype jobs who ran into each other running from other niggas. Boost was running, Crawford was running from Boost,
My thought is
and other competition
there is
that
not
lower
a
weight
number
class.
that can get you back in there.
Man, wait.
80 million.
Oh,
Can y'all hear that?
So
yeah,
look,
we can hear it. Yep, we can hear it.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
100 million.
Nah, because now you selling your soul.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you. Now we know your character. Sometimes, you know, you look at people and you be like, dang, man, you ain't got no dignity. You ain't got no morals. Like, come on, man. Like, what you gonna stand for if everything is about money? Like, I never was in a sport because of money, you know? Of course, I was in a sport to make money, but I wanted to be a world champion.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to do something that I set my sights out to do as a little boy. Money wasn't the motivation. Me being a world champion was the motivation. Me accomplishing all the things that I've accomplished along the way on my journey, you know, it was extra credit. It was extra credit because it's coming from the hood. It was like, man, I just want to be a world champion because that's just my dream. So when I became a world champion, it was just like, man, all this other stuff is like a cherry on the top. Like, you know what I mean? I did what I...
Man.
Hey, look, I respect it, man. I respect that.
I don't believe none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen this clown ass nigga sit up here and literally he always tried to, first off, the guaranteed purses that he always fought for. He never fought for anything on the back end, which shows a lack of belief in himself. And you know what I'm saying, from what I could see, the man always wanted something guaranteed for fights that normally didn't draw the value of what he was or of what he was trying to get guaranteed to him. So I can't see how somebody with his business model could say that he wasn't in for the money and he was just in it to be a champion when you held 12 to 13 belts and never ever fought as a reigning and defending champion. Clearly you ain't care about being a champion. Somebody stop me if I'm lying.
No, I mean, that's what you said.
Clearly nobody can stop me out here. Clearly these niggas can't stop me out here.
But I am going to say this, though. Hold on. I am going to say this, though. If anybody had a problem with anything he was doing, they should have got in there and whooped his ass and stopped him.
He ran from niggas. If he don't want to make the fights with the people that are actual threats, name one division, especially since he's been at the top of the division. Name one time that he fought 3 contenders at the top of any division that he was at. 3 of the top. Name the time. That's what champions do.
All they had to do was cross the street. Wilder crossed the street.
Nah, ain't no. Hold on. Time out. When you're the champion, we just seen. We talking about fighting as a reigning and defending.
Y'all have put all this shit on this nigga. No, them other niggas could cross the street if they wanted some smoke.
Nah. He's not the A side in the situation. The PBC had all the drawing cards. See, this is my point right here. This is a nigga that always squeezed out. Hold on, man. Let me talk.
Let me talk.
This is a nigga. Hold on. This is a nigga that repeatedly squeezed out. This is a nigga that repeatedly squeezed out or always tried to get. And Shakur does the same thing. They always trying to get money or something that they cannot ever bring in value themselves. This nigga literally had 1 belt to Errol Spence's 3 belts and said, let's do a coin toss. When in the history of boxing have you seen a nigga do a coin toss to determine who was more important or who was bringing more to the table? Like, this is the only nigga that does it. Every time he's trying to get more than what the fuck he's actually willing to put on or willing to bring to the table. So how can y'all act like
the 3 belt nigga should have whooped him for that?
What's that?
The 3 belt nigga should have whooped him for that. Go whoop him.
The 3 belt nigga. All right. So and respectfully so. So when you're a champion, right? When you fight when you become a champion, we should be able to know the next 2 to 3 fights that are available to you, right? Like it should be no mystery moves.
Right.
Is this correct?
Okay. That's correct.
So how come, you know what I'm saying, and let me lay out those moves. You know what I'm saying? Normally, if you beat a champion, champion, you would fight that champion again. You would, to prove that you're better than him, you would beat him either twice or you would fight the next runner up, correct?
Okay.
Did he do that? Did he do that with all 4 of those belts at any division? Did he fight either the champion over, or did he fight the next runner-up, or did he find a no-name Russian and start a whole new motherfucking league and division after scattering the belts in 4 different directions?
Yeah, you everything you said is what happened. Yeah.
All right. So how can I not call this man a bitch, a coward, or anything else when you built your whole career on touching championship belts, but never fulfilling championship obligations? You never fought as an A-side reigning and defending champion, and you touch more belts than anybody in this era. How the fuck could I disrespect boxing and call that nigga great?
Okay, well, here's the thing, right? All
point,
y'all
bro.
said, okay, to answer your question, because all y'all said Earl the Truth Smith Jr. was the baddest nigga on the block, correct? Right?
Right. I mean, I guess that's how you want to.
That's what they said, right? Is that not what they said?
All right. What I remember, can I say what I remember?
Yeah. What do you remember?
What I remember was nobody was talking about undisputing anything. 147. There was undisputed wasn't even a crown of mention until Errol Spence said he wanted to do that because this was the first time that division would have been that it would have been an undisputed champion since he said like Tommy Hearns or somebody. I know it's been a few years since 147 had been undisputed, but before that, undisputed wasn't even a discussion.
Sugar Ray and Tommy Hearns. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So before that, undisputed wasn't even. So before that, undisputed wasn't even a discussion. Once Errol Spence wanted to Spence wanted to make that division, solidify that division, that's when everybody wanted to start using undisputed as, you know, their scapegoat for their career moves and shit. While at the same time never trying to defend it. Like what's the point of touching a belt if you're going to vacate? What's the point?
Okay, so like I said, at the time, they say Errol Spence was the baddest nigga on the block, right or wrong?
Right, he was perceived to be, yes.
Okay, went in there with this nigga and got his ass mollywopped, right or wrong?
Right.
So that makes this nigga now the baddest nigga on the block, correct?
No, it doesn't. Because when has anybody ever Did Buster Douglas become the baddest nigga on the block when he beat Mike Tyson to one and done? Like, does anybody remember the streak? No, he didn't.
He was the baddest nigga on the block until Holyfield beat him.
All right, name me the 3 fights right after Mike Tyson. Name me 3 fights right after Mike Tyson that Buster Douglas did.
He only had one. Holyfield. He only had one. Holyfield. That's the only fight he had.
Buster Douglas went on. Buster Douglas went on and
fought one time. After Mike Tyson, he fought Evander Holyfield. He made $26 million and he ran off. That's what happened.
Is that what happened to Buster Douglas' career? I think you need to look up BoxRec to see exactly what's going on. Buster Douglas fought a number of times after.
No, he did not, bro. He fought one time. He fought Evander Holyfield. He made $26 million and he left. He still got $15 million of it today.
No, the whole world wasn't chasing after Buster Douglas to fight Buster Douglas after he beat Mike Tyson. Niggas still wanted to beat Mike Tyson after Mike Tyson was already beaten. That's how much of a trophy Mike Tyson was, an anomaly that he was. Where his name is very few fighters. There's very few fighters in the sport, in the history of the sport, whose name transcends the prestige of a championship belts. Know what I'm saying? Like it's very few people where you could say, all right, yo, fuck this belt. I'm gonna go knock this nigga out first. And be the first to beat him. Know what I'm saying?
Right. You're right. I can't dispute that.
So yeah, we got acknowledge too. Hold on, Sid. We got acknowledge too on the fact with the Bud and Earl shit too, though, that Bud stalled him out in that fight though, man, for a while too, man. That we got acknowledge that.
Yeah,
he did so much sucker shit, bro. He did so much
sucker shit. Tell me how he stalled him out. Tell me how.
With David Evolution.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
It's that simple. David Evanesian, they was almost damn near finalized, and then this nigga fucking
Okay, now
runs
this
away
is what
and
I remember.
signs a deal with fucking David Evanesian to fight for $10 million on Black Prime that don't even exist anymore for real.
But this what I remember though. I remember they were supposed to fight for the fight, right? Buzz said he wanted to fight in 22. Al said, no, we're gonna fight in 23. Buzz said, no, I want to fight this year. So since I can't fight this year with you, I'm gonna go fight him this year like I want to. Is that not what happened?
But we gotta remember too, Bud re-signed when he had that time where he was a free agent with Top Rank. That boy re-signed with them guys, man.
He did. He went for the bread because he was making more at Top Rank than them niggas was making at PBC. So, he went for the bread.
Hold on. So this is the same man who said his career wasn't about the money. This is the same man who said it wasn't about the money, right?
You got him on that.
But you just killed his point.
Exactly.
And mind you, that old white man said, "Fuck Bud's legacy." He said that directly out his mouth as his promoter. I would never let no nigga say no shit like that about my legacy, especially when you represent me and for your career, for the sake of your career. He went back and signed to that nigga. That's how scared he was of real competition, that he let his promoter say, "Fuck your legacy," and he still was willing to get holed out by this old ass Jewish nigga.
I love how y'all do that though, because y'all know goddamn well.
You know we ain't making it up. You know I'm not making it up,
all
brother.
y'all, and y'all know goddamn well. There's never been a time that you would have picked Thurman, you would have picked Ugas, you would have picked Daddy Garcia. You wouldn't have picked none of them niggas over Bud if they was fighting, and you know it. You would never have picked one of them niggas over Bud.
Hey, hold on. Now I would have picked Thurman over him.
No, you would not have. Stop lying. Don't lie, man. That's when I get mad when y'all niggas start lying. You would never pick Thurman over Bud. And you know
why wouldn't I? Thurman has knockout power in both hands.
You would have never picked Thurman over Crawford, and you know it. Don't do that.
Nah, hold on, brother. Let me put this in because I've never seen nothing great about Terrence Crawford. So I don't know why you're telling me I wouldn't pick Thurman over. I don't know why you're telling me I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But that's the most mediocre fighting that I've probably seen in this generation. Now, Keith Thurman has knockout power in both hands. This is the reason why, like, name the knockout artist. And like I said, we're not talking about Spence or Canelo. Name any other threat. Name any other up-and-coming threat that Bud Crawford has faced. How could a man with 35, 36, 37, 38 and 0 duck all the competition? Niggas was trying to fight him. Who did he fight? Who did he call out? And whose ego did he crush on the come up? Because all those niggas he fought at 147.
The only nigga he called out, I remember calling out, was Errol. He never called nobody else out. Only Errol.
Right. Okay. So now let's analyze this. All those niggas that he fought at 147 that people try to say he defended his titles against, all those niggas, were any of those dudes expected to win 3 fights in a row at the top of 147?
No, never.
All those niggas were bums. So that's not strategic. You don't think this is strategic? And then for him to have a big payday for him. Let me just drop this last point.
To rebut your point, who was favored over EJ after Leonard Bundu? Name me one guy.
Who was favored over EJ? I don't think anybody was.
EJ was underdog.
I don't think anybody was.
Okay, so what are we talking about here? You got the same situation going on.
But the difference is,
What?
For every Kell Brook.
He was an underdog for Kell Brook. He was an underdog for Kell Brook. That's it.
He was the underdog for Kell Brook because he went to England.
And he went in his backyard. And he went in that man's backyard and took his belt. So he had chocolate brownies thrown at him and all sorts of shit. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the motherfucking ring.
Yes, he did.
So how could the man who posed himself as greater than everybody else from past, present, and future, how could this man who has more prestige than anybody else never make a championship obligation to the sport? The sport demands your blood as a champion, which means you have to fight the niggas at the top. You can't pretend like you are great, nigga, and get the merits of great niggas.
Okay, well, who was at the top of 47?
Spence was at the top, right?
Who got beat?
After you beat Spence?
At PBC.
Yeah.
Spence
And
got beat
Spence
though,
and
right?
Thurman.
When Spence and
Keith
Crawford
Thurman.
fought, who lost?
Say that again.
So he beat the nigga at the top, right? Then he went to 68. Was Canelo not the top nigga at 68?
Oh my goodness! How many
When they
divisions do
fought,
you
he
skip
lost.
between? How many
I
divisions?
mean, that's
How much
real. I
talent
mean,
is in between him and Canelo at 168? How between 147 and 168? Can we not name 15 niggas that Terrence
but you
Crawford
just
can
said,
fight?
but no, that's not what you said. What you said was you got to beat the top niggas in the division. He just
No,
beat the two
bro.
top niggas in both divisions. I mean,
All
what?
right, but Mr. Shelton, you know damn well
Okay.
when I say you beat the top niggas at the division, you got to beat when you make it to the champion. You got to see him a minimum of 2 times, maximum of 3 times. If you beat the
Oh,
champion,
I agree. I'm old school.
every
I like
time.
trilogies. I think it's money in rematches. I don't know why these niggas don't think it's money in rematches. I think it's money.
Because they're going after the Mayweather business model. They want to
Oh,
weaponize
okay.
their celebrity. They want to get a bunch of prestige and then weaponize their celebrity to damn say that I don't have to do this. I don't have to do what they're supposed to do. Now, let me make another point because I got a whole PowerPoint on this shit. Cam, I got a PowerPoint on pussy ass niggas. Cam, can I go in on these niggas?
Unload the clip.
All right.
What you say? Hold on. What you say, Cam? You already said something slick.
I said unload the clip. Hey, the floor is his. Unload the clip.
All right. So when was the first? Does anybody know the first $100 million fight in boxing?
I would have to say $100 million fight, $100 million person, $100 million fight.
$100 million between both athletes. When was the conversation of $100 million start?
That would have to be Mayweather and Pacquiao, right?
You're exactly right. Right, you're exactly right, Mr. Shelton. Mayweather Pacquiao. Right now,
Yeah,
what I want to bring up about that is that neither Mayweather or Pacquiao ever said that the fight was worth $100 million. Neither of them ever said, I need $100 million. The general public automatically assumed, as well as the media, assumed that this was $100 million fight. The two athletes talking, the two athletes actually participating, never put that price on that on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They never said that. Yeah.
So
you're right.
All right. So now we're going to analyze when niggas put high prices, when niggas put high prices when they don't deserve it, and when it actually shows their fear rather than their worth or their value. Who was the second person to talk about a fight in excess of 100 million? Not talking about Conor McGregor because that wasn't the guy. Who was this? Who was the next person in boxing that talked about a Canelo Alvarez and talking about fighting who?
David Benavidez.
Right, and we knew that he said he needed 250 million, right?
Yeah, 250.
And we said why? Because the nigga was scared, right?
Scared. You want to fight? You want to fight today? Yeah.
So anytime a fighter, so we could safely say that anytime a fighter throws a price, we know that anytime a fighter outprices himself, it's because he's scared of a certain obligation or scared to face some smoke. We could say that, right?
Yeah, most of the time, yeah. Most of the time. You're right.
I mean, if you outprice yourself, you make yourself out of reach. What you're creating is a hostile work environment. Now we can't negotiate because you know I'm going to go bankrupt if I pay you this shit that you know you cannot earn in your own backyard. Right?
Okay.
So why would a nigga who never made $15 million by himself on his own name, who had 12 belts, who never fought as a reigning and defending champion, why the fuck would he ask for a purse 10 times what he could ever generate by himself?
Because you gave it to this motherfucker to fight me. I came in there and I whooped his ass. So if you want me to fight this motherfucker again, no. If you want me to fight this motherfucker again, you pay me what you just paid him.
Okay, right. That's a cute pussy ass point. That's a cute pussy ass point.
Sharon, can I just say one thing real quick, fam? I just want to say this. And didn't Bud take what allegedly is supposed to be 10 million, then it's supposed to be 50 million, right? That he just took this for the fight itself. So that was for the first fight, correct? So he took whatever was given to him, and he didn't put a rehydration clause in. You know, he just moved straight up and just wanted to fight. So the rematch is what he asked for 100 million. So
no, he asked for 100 million for his return against anybody. Now he's saying this is just for his return period. He wants 100 million, not just for Canelo. And Bernie
Whatever the
said
fuck you
that.
want me to fight. From now on, it's 100 million or no fight because I retired. So if you want me to come out of it, that's you got to pay me.
Now, the
Well,
only
yeah,
thing
I
I would say in
understand
defense
that.
of Bud, because I was making the
Go ahead.
point.
You got it. You got it. I'm gonna back off. You got it, fam.
Yeah. The only thing I would say in defense of that bitch ass nigga is that Canelo ran from Benavidez, ran up to 168 and weaponized his celebrity. You know what I'm saying? To the point where niggas try to make it seem like Benavidez was chasing him and doing all this other shit, right?
So shit,
And now he got his ass whooped by a smaller motherfucker, and now he wants the rematch. You know what I'm saying? When in reality, yo, you was robbing somebody else of an opportunity. So Canelo don't deserve no fucking rematch. You know what I'm saying? So let me get that clear. Let's get that clear off the rip. Canelo don't deserve no motherfucking rematch with Bud. Bud don't need to come back to fight Canelo. But based on the belts that you've held, do you not have an obligation to the sport and your fans? Probably not your fans, because your fans will alleviate you of that obligation. But does the sport not have an integrity that demands that champions prove that they are champions? And does he not have to fulfill that obligation, or is he above it because his bitch ass from Nebraska, a state that don't produce nobody great?
No. He would have to acknowledge what you're saying, and he would have to prove it if he continued in the sport. He retired, so he ain't got to do shit.
I don't think he retired. He just tired. Nigga ain't put in no work to be retired. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got how you retire with 15, 20 fights on the table.
Okay, so I was lineal at 35. I was undisputed at 40. I was undisputed at 47. I was undisputed at 68. So I ain't put in no work to retire. And I'm 39 years old.
Reigning and defending champion. Who has he fought? Reigning and defending champion. When has Terrence Crawford
I
fought
don't
at
have
the
to, because I went up to every division, 35, 40, 47, and 68, and beat the baddest nigga on the block.
Mr. Shelton. And I say Mr. with the utmost respect.
Yes, sir.
You disagree with me on various points that you know that I did not make up these unwritten laws and rules of boxing.
Everything you said was factual. I'll give you that. Everything you said was factual. Yes, sir.
So how are you going to sit here and keep alleviating this man of his duty to get back into sport? This is the reason why Mayweather is able to exist, and this is how he fucked up the sport, because people think that they could get some type of prestige in the sport where they don't have to fight somebody, or I'm too good to have to fight somebody. When you were too good, you had to beat the niggas that they thought were good and sit them down, especially when they had momentum. Like this is King of the Hill. Crawford has never been the king of the hill. He jumped to another hill every time every time he got undisputed, when somebody disputed it, he ran somewhere else. So how you gonna be undisputed?
But here's the thing. You can do all that shit you saying is true, or you can retire.
Hey, so stupid.
Hey, I'm done with this nigga. Let me roll this weed up.
So here we go. Right here, man. So hey, they
hey, much love, Mr. Shelton. I'm glad you keep it real,
sir,
though.
yes, sir. You know how we do it, Sam. You know how we get down, bro. Go ahead, Cam. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you good. So yeah, so they said that this fight is close to being finalized right here with Bruce Ennis and Virgil Ortiz Jr. right here, and the fight will be in Vegas. So it can be finalized this week.
Virgil found his nuts.
They did it. Hey, Cam, don't promise me a good time, Cam, and don't do me like that.
Hey, they said it could be finalized. All I'm just going by Mike Cappinger, quote unquote, today from what he said today.
Oh, the ring. Oh, but look at the top. What is that? What is that little sign say at the top? What's that sign? The ring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah. Somebody, you know what happened. I ain't gonna say nothing, but you know what happened.
And once Boots says it, then I'll say it's 100% official. But I got
D1, you know what happened. Somebody made a phone. Hey, man, how much it's gonna take, man?
Yeah.
Stop with all this bullshit. How much it's gonna take?
I hope that's what happened, but if not,
I don't think it's Turkey. I think it's the zone.
It could be. Because remember, the zone told Oscar Turkey's not getting this fight. You remember that?
Definitely did.
Yeah, but fucking Golden Boy and DAZN, I think, are on the outs, and they got some other little deal. Golden Boys.
Oh, that shit they doing on Tubi, right? That Swerve TV shit. You talking about?
Yeah, Swerve TV.
Swerve
Yeah,
TV.
the fuck?
They're gonna be showing classic fights on Thursday nights and doing some of that.
What's it, a channel? It's a
trying to get this deal done with.
Yo, I'm confused. What is Swerve TV? What is
That's where
Swerve TV?
Golden Boys Fight Library
It's
is.
a LA based it's a LA based entertainment app that they. I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's an app, right?
Where the
it's
fuck
an LA
do I find Swerve at
based,
though?
Well, it's the same way with smart TV with Roku and shit.
Yeah, it's like Tubi. It comes with your TV.
Right.
Yeah,
I got you.
It's the same shit.
I'm happy if it's free. I don't give a shit.
Clip right here. Let me play this clip of Boots right here, y'all. Hold on. Oh, folks,
First, what was your thoughts on the
He
lawsuit
said it's free.
situation?
I don't know. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just here to make the fight, man. Hopefully the fight happen. And like I said, I tell everybody, y'all keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully that fight is next. I want it next. Everybody know I want it next, and hopefully it comes.
And Eddie was saying like end of March, possibly.
Ooh, okay. Let's get it.
Boots gonna hurt that kid, bro. There's been too much said, too much fucking done. You guys have been using Jerron's name, and now you signed that fight. Oh man, Virgil's in for it.
What up, y'all?
What up,
Who that?
Russ?
Oh yeah.
What up, OG?
What's happening?
Chris, my man, what's up with you, Chris? What's going on, baby?
Sure, man. You know, it's just good to see this thing about to happen because I'm tired of these goddamn Jerron and his haters. I know some of them probably in the chat right now about to go off, say smart stuff and all that, but let me warn you. This is belt strapped to your ass on the immaculate level. Stay in your lane. But all y'all that's talking that ish, put your money up. I got
there you go.
His ass.
There you go.
It's gonna be
The
an
old school
all-time
saying,
ass.
money on the wood makes the bet go good.
Make
I
it
ain't
good.
trying to hear shit. Y'all been
In
talking
Vegas.
shit
Oh,
and
that was
jumping
smart.
and all
Hey,
that.
Crush.
Huh?
That was smart, Crush. That was smart. Vegas. That was smart.
Yeah.
That was smart.
Hey, shit. So I got Boots by 9 rounds, man. I got Virgil not making it out of 9 of them, man. What y'all say?
Man, I ain't got Virgil making it past 7, baby. I say
I can
7.
see that. I can see that because Virgil has a tendency to get dropped. He gets dropped a lot.
I give Virgil at least 9 rounds. That's like max. I think that's where the betting line would be over under too. Would be probably somewhere around 9.
Hey, D1. I say 7, my man.
Yeah,
Y'all
no,
been
you would bet under them. I think that's where the bookies would put the line. Because Boots doesn't feel out. Like he don't have all these, like Tank goes out there and downloads and waits. A lot of guys fucking wait. They don't shoot their shots till like the 4th, 5th, or 6th round,
right
and when they start fighting.
When is Virgil most dangerous, though, y'all? When is Virgil most dangerous? Early or late?
First 4.
First 4. He's a cheater, like a lot of these guys, like a cheater they fast. But you know, short distance, they only effective. You know, once you get in the middle of shit, start gassing out, baby.
The war of attrition.
Deep water.
Every
You got
fight
to
ever
take the
fought.
fight in deep water. My fault. I ain't mean to cut nobody off.
No,
Go
you
ahead.
go, son. That was me. It's all good.
Go ahead, brother.
This is a fight for the ages, bro. I can't wait.
I want to see it. I can't wait to see this fight. Hey, let me ask y'all this, though.
it's gonna be a
What's
good
up with this
fight.
weekend, man? I want to see this fight this weekend. I think that's actually a good fight.
Ryan and Barrios.
No, that's
You
next
got,
Saturday.
you got the Nigerian dude. You know, the tall motherfucker.
F.A.
Jagba. Yeah, he fighting Charles Martin, and Charles Martin got a full camp for this fight. That might be some problems.
It might be.
That's right. He fighting
It's on
F.A. Jagba,
Yeah, they
right?
fighting Sunday.
Yeah, that might be some problems because you know Charles Martin with a full camp, he pretty good.
Charles Martin can still crack too, man. Yeah. This fight is not going the distance real quick. It's not going the distance. Somebody going to sleep. They should play the song, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Somebody's going to help.
Hey, I'm gonna give you a hot take, Chris. I got Martin stopping the Jagba in like 8.
I can get jiggy with that. I can get jiggy with that.
FA just beat Bacoli though, guys. He's on a run a little bit.
No, that was
Yeah,
a
but
They looking all
Charles
right
Martin
lately.
is not
That
Bacoli.
was a
Charles
draw.
Martin's a little faster. Charles Martin can box a little better. Charles Martin can punch too.
Yeah, so can FA. FA got a shot on them too. I would say if I had to pick a knockout out of those two guys, I would pick FA for the knockout. But I
What
didn't even
round?
look into it.
What round?
Probably 10.
Okay, it's a 10-round fight, so
Is it?
get in the last round.
Yeah, it's a 10-round fight.
Yeah, I'd say probably like 8 then. 8 to 10, somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
But we'll see. You know what I mean? I didn't really even look at them all. All I remember is Charles Martin and Big Baby. I remember their fight.
Yeah, he would have beat the shit out of it. If he had a full camp, if he had kept that fight in 10 days, he would have beat the shit out of Big Baby.
I thought so too, bro, and that's exactly you stole the thought right out of my head. So I could see Martin getting a stoppage in that one too. That's a good fight.
Hey,
Man.
my boy B King, he said my birthday in April, so that might be a great beat they give to myself. Talk about the Houston on Virgil fight, man, in April, man.
Yeah, I like to go to that one.
They're not a thing in hell stopping me from
Hey, Cam,
going
what
to
you
that
gonna
fight.
do, Cam?
Man, boy.
I'll be there.
Hey, you know I'm only 3 hours away, baby. I'm like down the street from Vegas.
You see two young guys in their prime like that. Two of these guys in their prime. If you guys have never been to a fight, this is the fight to go to.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This is
it depends on where they have it though. If they having it at T-Mobile, cool. But if they having that shit at the MGM Grand, you got to get up in there, baby.
Yeah, MGM Grand.
I wonder what the money wise, percentage wise, guaranteed what they get now since they come to the table. I wonder, if Virgil went ahead and bid down and says, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and take the 3.5 guarantee that they was reporting for both of them guys."
Man,
well, once I saw that Ring magazine at the top, Cam, I think a phone call got made.
I think this is the zone, bro. This is the zone.
Yeah, the zone been pressing that issue.
But the zone got deep pockets too, y'all. The zone got deep pockets too now.
The zone is the one that pays for that entirety of the fight. If Turkey doesn't step in and pay for it, and I know that's what you were alluding to, I don't know how much factor he played in it. The zone wanted that fight regardless of who's fucking paying for it.
Yeah, because they said they didn't want Turkey to have it. I remember them saying that. They didn't want Turkey to have it.
An ultimatum. Give us the fight or fucking pack your shit and get the fuck up out of here.
And the zone got deep pockets, y'all. The zone ain't broke now. They got deep pockets.
Yeah.
Let me play this clip right here. I want to play this clip right here to bring this into the conversation, man. As far as Conor Ben and Mr. Shakur Stevenson.
Earlier on the defense show, talking about Josh Kelly and where he might go next and Conor Ben, but he's brought Conor Ben into the equation in this conversation. Let's cut through the nonsense. We're not going to see Conor Ben fighting Shakur Stevenson, are we, really?
Anything's possible. Look, I mean, how can you, any fight, there's so many fights we've said over the years, we're not going to see that. We're not going to see that one happen. Look, originally, Eubank Ben. Who would have said all those years ago Conor Ben would fight Chris Eubank Jr.? It happened twice. Look, I don't think it's the favourite fight right now. I think, Conor wants to win a 147 world title. He's got Rolly Romero opportunity that we're working on. He's got the Ryan Garcia against Barrios winner. Yeah. He's mandatory for the WBC world title. He's always wanted to win that WBC belt. But look, if Shakur wants it, look at the position Conor Ben's in, though. He's got Shakur Stevenson, a 4-weight champion of the world, calling him out. And that's what Conor does.
Yeah, I mean, interesting, both your fighters. But in terms of Shakur Stevenson, he signed a 5-fight deal with you guys, did he?
Yeah, around that, yeah.
How many's he got left with you?
I think that was towards the end, but we're working on and looking at what the opportunities next are in terms of fights.
Devin Haney in the mix?
For sure. Look, Devin Haney has done amazing things as well in the sport. We worked with him since, when he was 18, 19 years old. That's a great fight. There's so many fights in that mix now, in that grouping, that can be made. That's definitely one there. But Shakur called Conor into the ring. That's a fight.
Shakur I saw that.
Interesting.
I mean, people having a pop at Conor, but it wasn't him that was. It was ultimately Shakur Stevenson that called him into the ring. I mean, when this sort of WWE promotion, I mean, obviously.
I want to say this about this right here, as far as the conversation with Conor Ben, bro. Like, like you just heard that man speak about Conor Ben talk about that he's negotiating with Rolly, which I done told y'all the last week that that's the conversation that's happening with Conor Ben right now, where he's negotiating the fight with Rolly Romero right now, and of course he is the mandatory for Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios, but it looks like he's pushing the button on Rolly right now, obviously right now. So why would he turn down his opportunity of becoming his going into having a first world title fight where he's fighting for a world title where he's never been world champion ever, you know what I'm saying, rather than fighting on a rehydration clause, fighting Shakur Stevenson, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta make the shit make logic. And I just believe with old boy Frank Smith right there, the CEO of Matchroom right there with him, he just talking about that shit, just keeping Conor name attached with Shakur, because Shakur name is going crazy right now after the T.O. win in particular, you know what I mean? But on top of that, to add more context with that clip, talk about Shakur with the 5-fight deal and everything. Of course, if we reading up on this shit, he got 2 more fights on the deal then. You know what I'm saying? So with him having 5 fights, was this man is nasty work that man was lying to us, talking about he was a free agent and all this shit, when this man literally been under the Matchroom wing the whole entire fucking time. You know what I mean? Which is nasty fucking work for Shakur to be capping about, bro. Like that shit is nasty, bro. Like real shit, man. What y'all got on it?
How can you be a fan of a man who puts you in such situations, that have you in podcast after podcast looking crazy as hell trying to defend his lies? How, if this man was in a 5-fight deal, fucking deal, and been lying this whole time, that's like a 9/11 size lie. Like, this is something where I feel like if you're a fan of him, how can you not hold him to the fire? How can you not have a little bit of disdain towards him when y'all are up here saying that he's going to do this next, he's going to do that next, not knowing that he has secret obligations that he's hiding, not just from you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, not just from us, but from y'all, his beloved. Like, where is there any Shakur fan that has a defense for this type of shit?
Blue got it.
Let me respond to Thrill Hill real quick. Thrill Hill, Giasoff, yes, he is the #1 contender, but Frank Smith in the same recent interview, he said that Giasoff, he's willing to step aside for Conor Ben in that opportunity. Of course, they're going to push Conor Ben over Giasoff any day.
Wait a minute, Giasoff said that? Because the last I heard from Giasoff, he said he promised his daughter that just passed away he was going to be world champion and he ain't stepping aside for shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, for
made that bag big enough, D1.
Yeah, bro. Well,
put that on baby girl
and shit, bro. Frank Smith, they're pushing Conor Ben over Giasoff right now for Rolly. Right now, then, they saying that man gonna step aside for the situation, man. Right
That's
there,
crazy, bro. They must have a big step aside bag for him, or his team could not let the Conor Ben fight.
I think that's why. Shakur's been looking at other options too, like hollering about fighting Lamont Roach, and then possibly fighting. He was looking to fight Pitbull too.
Nobody want to see that.
No, I mean, I would like to see the Pitbull fight. I'd be interested in the Pitbull fight.
Listen, I'm okay with the Pitbull fight, and the reason why I'm okay with the Pitbull fight is because even Tank wants to come back and fight Pitbull again. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Tank don't want to do that. He said he should take the better man. People take the little tiny tweets and blow it up and make these stories around them, and it really comes from a fucking five-word sentence, and it don't equate to Tank want to fight him. Tank said he should.
Yeah, here's what I want to say about Shakur in that fight. You know what I'm saying? In general.
But I understand why Crush don't want to see that shit. I get it.
I mean, my thing is that for Shakur himself, like Shakur is like a Taekwondo fighter. If any of y'all know about Taekwondo, Taekwondo is a real extensive, it's an extended rangey type of style, right? where people don't really like to engage. All of the impact is at the extension of the punch or the kick that's thrown in Taekwondo. So it's like a clear point fighting system. The pit bull to a Taekwondo fighter, Muay Thai fighter is their kryptonite. Muay Thai like to get face to face with you, knee to knee, and they're trained to engage, to take shots, not just weave around punches, but to like actually take them, roll them off with their forearms. My point being that Pitbull is a very engaging fighter, and I think that type of fighter is going to be what really tests Shakur grit and really gives us a good perspective of what he may be made of. It may even make me say something nice about Shakur if I see how he can neutralize that type of style. But if he deals with people who like Tio, who are shorter and want to do and just want a pot shot, that's just looking for that little shot and that reset, that little reset time that gives Shakur more time to think and use his extension, that don't really test Shakur like that. So we don't have an honest measure of his skill if he's not facing some of the shorter, more hyper aggressive fighters. That's my honest opinion with that. As far as Conor Benn and Shakur fighting anybody, I don't want to see this nigga call out nobody at no higher weight when he doesn't have no intentions to defend or fight at that weight. He does not want to fight 3 more people at that weight if he beats Conor Benn. And I'm saying I'm not into the bullshit novelty fight. And then if he loses, he's going to talk about how his hands was already tender that fight. He's going to talk about how he's really a 135er anyway, and he was just trying to challenge himself. People are putting built-in asterisk by these so-called uphill battles that they're trying to create for themselves. They want to be perceived as warriors, but then once the shit falls on their head, niggas gonna have all these excuses as to why they shouldn't have made the fight or why they didn't. I don't want to hear that shit. Stay at the weight that you are most confident at and fight those niggas over there until it ain't no more niggas to fight. That's all I want to see from those motherfuckers. Plain and simple.
Let me. I want to play this clip right here from. Let me get to my boy, Mr. Henry Garcia, right here, man. Let me go to the 5-minute mark. Right here.
Good punches, you know, and he has a good rhythm to his punches. You know, you've seen it.
Yeah, would you guys do a 10-pound rehydration class to make the fight happen?
Well, if you know, here's a possibility, and this is the truth. This is what we talked about 2 weeks ago when I saw my son, you know, at 151, like last week, sometime. I was like, man, you're not too far off from the weight that you need to be in, 147, you know? I said, so we're a little bit too ahead of ourselves, you know, gotta just come up a little bit, you know, and just play it right, and which we're doing right now. But another thing came to mind was, man, we might even go down to 142, if possible.
Really?
Yeah, without rehydration. This is strictly 140. Because if Ryan's already there,
I gotta stop him right here. Ryan never made weight at 140, bro. Like, so that's my thing is he gotta be fucking on some real life delusional shit, thinking that this man Ryan can make weight at motherfucking 140, bro. Like, this is nasty word, bro. Like, we seen him and Oscar Duarte the first fight at 140 where he came in 3 pounds overweight along with Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? So it makes no sense to this man pushing this little bullshit, talking about 140 or 142 catch weight type shit. You feel me?
Yo, this is from Google, bro, about Teofimo and fucking Shakur. The January 31st, 2026 boxing match between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez on DAZN pay-per-view was a massive success, reportedly breaking 1.2 million buys. The high-profile belt held at Madison Square Garden featured a strong undercard, fueling significant high-volume pay-per-view results.
Who said
from
that?
Google
Who
AI.
reported that?
Google, I'm looking at a Google AI joint.
Yeah, that ain't happen. That number ain't even came
Sound like
out
the
yet,
Corvo.
man.
Sound like the Corvo. That shit is up.
Let
It's official as
me
it can
continue to
be,
play
bro.
this clip, man. Hold on, let's play this.
Yeah, man, that is
Official,
diabolical,
bro.
bro.
I
That's
mean,
diabolical.
our
Let
strength
me
and
see.
conditioning coach will
I'm gonna look again.
lock it in. Ryan will lock it in, and we're back to 140. Solid. But that's a strong possibility. I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding you. And we talked about that.
It changes things.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean this. I mean this 100% sincerely. That we could make 140.
Because when you guys fought Haney, you guys were not necessarily you guys, but he was drinking, he was doing all these other things that.
Exactly. Yeah. Forget about that and forget about the Rolly, because I'm telling you, that was not Ryan. This is Ryan. This is Ryan. You're going to see Ryan. This is going to be Ryan. And you're going to say, man, he looks good. His weight is good. And his strength is unbelievable. So you're going to see it. And I'm going to tell you, 147 is not too far off from 140. So there's a strong possibility without rehydration clause, we could probably drop down to 140 with no problem.
And make the fight happen at 40 instead.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then you guys can rehydrate whatever you guys want from there.
I mean, listen, this is another thing that I've been seeing, and this is kind of interesting, is that, yeah, you got to rehydrate, of course, absolutely. Now, how far you can rehydrate? I would love to be over 7-8 pounds. Some go 10, some go 12, some even go 15, but they do rehydrate. But when you're in shape, in total fitness, I think the most you could hydrate is 7 or 8 pounds. I'm not kidding you. When you're in excellent shape, your body won't allow it because your body's so accustomed to being fit. It's just amazing the way the body works. And honestly, it's amazing how the body works.
Now, what y'all think about that right there? That perspective from him.
What he said right there, that last point they said was true. If you're in optimal shape, you're only going to put on about 7 or 8 pounds realistically. The body only cuts off. People be trying to bulk up and do all of this shit, but the reason why bulking is so hard in most cases, depending, because you got to be super specific to what you eat as well as what you do, because the body always outsmarts the mind. The result that you want, the body is going to cut off the shit that it don't need for performance. Plain and simple. And I think that if you're around your healthy weight, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't cut off a lot of that excess. It's very hard to cut off that muscle for that reason, because the body feels like it needs it. It holds on to it. So if you are around a healthy weight, you shouldn't be rehydrating far past the 7 or 8 pound mark. I do believe that, as far as what he said. But I don't think that the flaw in Ryan's performances has been anything to do with weight or anything like that.
Facts. What you think about that, D1?
Shit, I wasn't even paying attention to the video, bro. I'm literally Googling this shit and it comes up, bro. This shit's crazy.
Are you all good? Let me. I'm about to. Oh, hold on, let me see. Then fast forward, because I want to play this part that's a little bit forward when he gets to talk about Devin. I want people to hear what he said.
We don't want it, man. He knows us. That's the truth.
What was he talking about? The weight shit?
Unbelievable.
Ryan 140?
So you're going to see it. Interesting. How the body works. Your body will react to the way you've been bringing it. How the body will let you go that high. I don't think so. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it'll be more than 7-8 pounds. When you're that fit. So, we're not even thinking rehydration clauses Mm-mm. Either it's 147 or 140. That's the truth.
So, I mean, that's going to get a lot of people thinking like, hey, what happened to the Ryan and Devin rematch now?
Well, that's the thing, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Devin says yes, but have you heard the father lately? He keeps on saying, nah, we don't want it. We don't want it. Man, he knows us. I would honestly say that Ryan fights Devin Haney, he'll end his career. People might disagree with me on that, but this is the truth. Ryan's very dangerous right now. He's totally focused. He beat Devin Haney, okay, when he was 30%. And I say percentage because I go by percentage. I told you that Ryan, when he was fighting, when he was preparing for Devin Haney, he couldn't go more than 5 pounds. I'm sorry. True. In sparring, he had to really pace himself. And what did it was people might say, "Oh no, it's the Ostarine." You know what? It's bullshit. No Ostarine. Fuck that. No. It's right. You have it in here. You're still who you are.
There, dog. Hey, you heard that, man. Hey, that man said Ryan was 30% that week. Man.
Yeah, I bust out laughing. Yo. That was hilarious. Hey, yo, that's disrespectful as fuck. I know Boxing Hacker gonna lose sleep over that one. For real, but my thing is
he ain't here.
Yo, who watching I Love Lucy in the background? Yo, my thing about Ryan though, and I hear what his dad's saying, all that shit sounds cute, but what is he gonna do about Ryan not having no jab to establish that left hook? Because that was his motherfucking problem. And I don't think that nobody is working on that aspect. When Rolly stopped that left hook, Ryan went mute. He didn't know what to throw after that because he knew that, your body knows where it got caught at. So if it fell in the trap last time, it's not going to, you're not going to immediately do the same shit that you just got last caught in that trap in. And he had a mute response once he got caught with that left hook and that shit got shut down to where that nigga damn near didn't throw that shit for the rest of the night. And so my thing is, are they working on Ryan's fundamentals to where he has a sound jab? Because if these dudes don't have no sound jab, then it's basically no improvement. You're waiting for somebody to stop that left hook again, and then for him to go silent, go mute, and it's going to either be a stalemate or the next person is just going to wash him. That's how I see it. So, correct me if I'm wrong or add to it, something.
Look, I think that when it comes down to it, I understand that when he fought at 140, he didn't make the weight. When he fought Devin, I'm gonna say this: if his dad is telling the truth, maybe he can make 140, and maybe they're just planning on rehydrating to a certain point. Maybe they are being sincere about it. We'll see. I'm not gonna knock it. But they're gonna have to make a decision on what they're gonna do.
Well, it's gonna be the excuse next time if he loses, because I haven't been liking Ryan after the shit that Ryan says after a loss. The excuses be so bogus. Yeah, and egregious excuses. It's like, dog, people are betting their houses on you and shit. People are really betting on you, and you're getting out here talking about I wasn't 100% or I didn't really care about the fight. Y'all coming at me for a fight I ain't care about. I don't know no fight I don't care about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if I sign up for a fight, I'm
let me
going
ask you this. Let me ask you this though. Now, you do believe he was smoking and drinking and shit during that Devin camp though?
I do.
Oh
I
yeah,
know
yeah.
him.
That's not an unusual thing, though. Know what I'm saying? Like shit. I be in the jizz. I just smoked it. I didn't, but not smoked and drink. But know what I'm saying? I definitely been highly active while I was fighting and while I was coaching. Like I was ready as a motherfucker. Get it in. It's
Highly active.
highly
Bro,
active.
that's
That's
what
a
I'm
fact.
saying, bro. Like,
Double entendre.
that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying with
He might
him.
have been 30%. He might have been.
So he's saying he can make
man
140,
serious,
bro.
He still smashed them, dog. I don't
They're
think
saying they can make 140, bro.
Yeah, that's where Henry
That's
Garcia
crazy.
saying I don't now like Blue said for sure it could be a case where like shit they feel like they can make it and shit. You know what I mean? Because if Ryan's in total shape, but me, I'm not in agreement with that shit, bro. I think they need to do their thing at 147. They shouldn't even be trying to think about no 140, bro, because they showed us already twice that they couldn't make 140. So it's no reason to even try to even attempt to do
You want
that
to know?
shit.
No, I know the reason they would try to attempt it for Tank Davis.
Yeah.
Well, try to attempt 140.
Yeah, in that case,
Tank ain't fighting you at no 47, no 40. That's what
he
Tank
already
said.
telling
40.
Shakur. He telling Shakur like shit. If I come down to 140, we ain't fighting with no rehydration clause.
Was that what Ryan said?
I'm just coming. Yeah, that's what Henry's saying.
Well, all right. Well, fucking let's see it then. That's a fight I want. I want to see Ryan and Shakur just as bad as any other fight, bro. Give me Ryan and Shakur.
Yeah, I will watch that. I will watch that. That'd be fun.
That'd be a great fight.
Fuck all that. I want Ryan and Devin. You heard that man said. He said you heard him say. He
really,
said this too, D1. You ain't heard. I don't know if you heard that clip, but he said Devin and them know that Ryan will end Devin if they fight in this rematch. And he said that Bill and them don't want to fight. That Bill don't want to fight.
Of course they don't. Why would they, bro? They know they listen, bro. Devin and Ryan got so much history that it becomes a thing. It doesn't matter how good you are. Me and you know each other intimately, like damn near intimately, bro. I know that if I press on the gas right now and hit you with a couple of these, you ain't gonna be too well after that. So Ryan got like a fucking mental, physical fucking mind fuck over Devin Haney. It doesn't matter what kind. He was in the worst shape we've seen him in a while in that fight. Still pounded the shit out of him, man. In shape, Ryan focused like he is right now. That's a bad style matchup for Devin Haney. You're gonna have to box. Like, stay the fuck away. Like, that fight's going to be so bad. The rematch is going to be like the biggest letdown because Devin Haney is going to try to keep distance at all fucking costs. He is not going to try to get hit by Ryan at all. So I don't know why we're all clamoring for that rematch when I could tell everybody right now that shit's going to be boring. Devin going to be running.
Hey, man, look, this is my thing, yo. I do think I like this. This is the first time I ever say anything nice about Devin. I think that Devin is a better boxer than Ryan.
He is.
But if Ryan catches him with that left hook first,
it's over.
That hill he has to climb to put himself back together to be that better boxer, that's what Devin is scared of. And Devin hasn't been in a lot of, gritty fights. Like I see that, from what I see from his career moves, it looked like Bill Haney is a very concerned father. He's worried about him. He wants to make sure that his son keeps his confidence. So he's going to stage him in the right fights in the right environment. And if he can get a belt or some sort of prestige to dress it up and make it look more glorious than what it really is, you know what I'm saying? That's what he's going to do before he really puts his son to that test. There's that video where Robert Garcia is talking about how Bill Haney fucked up the boxing market because he was paying fighters. Because he was paying fighters to fight Devin Haney. Bill Haney was right there, didn't say a word. He didn't get in the camera. Bill Haney flamboyant. Normally he would have said something to add to his point. But I felt like right there, Robert Garcia outed him. And he could not get in front of that shit, and he couldn't defend it or nothing. And that showed me that Devin Haney was sat down there, patted his record south of the border, and once he met a real challenge, that's why he had that meltdown that he had. Went in that courtroom, tried to sue the Zone, tried to sue Oscar, tried to sue Ryan, all that shit. It's like a total fucking meltdown because this shit is outside of the world that was built for him, where he looks greater than what he is. Oh, hey, how you doing, Flyer?
Salute. What's good with you, bro?
Salute, Flyer. What's poppin', man, brother? What's poppin', man? Did you hear about Mr. Henry Garcia said Ryan Garcia would end Devin in the rematch?
Yeah, so he said he don't want the rematch. I know it's all smoke and mirrors, but I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out why some of y'all choose to defend Ryan so hard when Ryan be ducking, he be doing all this crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? He be trying to get out of the dodge of Devin. He ducking Devin every which way. You know what I'm saying? And y'all act like y'all blind, like y'all Stevie Wonder out here. Y'all can't see what's going on. We saw Conor Ben come out and say. We saw Conor Ben come out and say that.
Hey, what happened to the Ryan and Devin rematch now?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Devin says yes, but have you heard the father lately? He keeps on saying, "Nah, we don't want it. We don't want it, man." He
Devin
knows
is the boss.
I would honestly say that Ryan fights Devin Haney, he'll end his career. People might disagree with me on that, but this is the truth. Ryan's very dangerous right now. He's told.
But with a part where you want to fight Devin.
You know how I don't believe you though, Frequent, because
hold on, let me finish.
Bill makes it very clear who they want to fight.
Let me finish. He can say what he think Ryan will do to Devin all he want, but the fact is he don't want to fight Devin. He's saying forget Devin. He want to fight Shakur. And we saw Conor Ben come out and reveal
that in that clip right there, Flyer.
You didn't play it long enough because he definitely said it in that interview. He said no Devin versus Ryan. He said F Devin. He want to fight Shakur at 140 with no rehydration clause. That's what he said. And that's a duck right there, but y'all. I know y'all gonna try to.
He talked about the Shakur. He talked about the Shakur 140 shit before he talked about Devin in the rematch in that clip right there.
Yeah, and what did he say? What I said, right?
Wrong.
He said what I said though, right?
He said it after.
Regardless if he said it after or before, he said what I said though, right?
Flyer?
He said what I said though, right?
Bro, here's why I don't believe you, bro. They make it very clear.
You don't have to believe me.
They were
Believe
going
him.
to Tio and Shakur. They were going to their fight to be
what is there to believe about me?
Announcer, bro. They were chasing after the winner of that fight over.
You started off
Ryan.
crazy. What is there to believe about me when we talking about what
he said? Off crazy shit, bro.
We talking about what he said. What is there to believe about me? You don't have to believe nothing I say.
So how are you saying
Hacker?
You're like you just keep talking. You ask say something and you just keep talking.
He said it. I didn't say nothing. He said it.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Now, Flyer. Now, this one thing you gotta realize though, bro. Bill Haney isn't interested in the fight. He's the one that calls the shots. Devin don't call fucking shots. He's the same motherfucker that put the damn lawsuit in on fucking Ryan in the whole situation.
No, bro.
So Bill
Everybody know that
said that he's
Devin
not interested in the fight. Flyer, you've been capping this whole fucking time about this whole situation in recent time and over here to saying,
Bill worked for Devin.
He said he want to fight this guy.
Okay.
Like
Bill worked for Devin. It's not the other way around.
You believe that?
It goes back to the question, Flyer. It goes back to the question I always ask you: why aren't y'all pushing for him to fight for the winner?
Bill worked for Devin. It's not the other way around.
Flyer, answer my question: why aren't y'all pushing for Devin to fight the winner of February 21st?
Because he was already trying to do that, but Ryan Garcia is ducking Devin. Ryan Garcia already got it
when he said he wants
because
the rematch and y'all not pushing for it.
No,
Bill Haney said he's not interested in the fight, Flyer.
No,
You're
he
a
just
liar,
said.
Flyer.
No, he just said. You just
You're a
played the
liar,
video. You
Flyer.
just played the video.
You're
What are you
a
talking
liar,
about?
Flyer.
How am I a liar
You're
and
a
you just
liar,
played the video?
Flyer.
Connor
You're a
Ben just
liar,
said.
Flyer.
Connor,
Why is Bill Haney saying he's uninterested in the fight with Ryan Garcia?
y'all gotta up y'all knowledge, man. Do y'all know that Connor Ben is the
You
mandatory for that fight?
You're not.
Do y'all know that Connor Ben
course
is
we know that.
Okay, so why you saying something that's irrelevant?
Connor
then?
Ben's getting a fight before that.
No,
You don't
Connor
know
Ben.
what's gonna happen.
Connor Ben said no matter what, he has the winner of the Ryan Garcia Barrios fight. No matter what, he said.
Flyer, listen to me, my brother. Rolly right now is negotiating a fight with Connor Ben.
Connor Ben, yeah, because he tried to get him out the way so Ryan can't duck.
So it leaves open for your man to push for the winner of.
I know. It's
no. Connor Ben has the winner, bro. What part you don't understand?
Bro, wow! If he fights Rolly, he's not going to fight the winner of that fight.
No, he'll fight Rolly before. No, he'll fight Rolly beforehand. How you don't understand that?
If Turkey called for
look, here go the receipt right here. If you play it, they go the receipt right there, bro.
We already seen it.
You ain't see it. You don't want to look at it. Receipts all day, bro.
Receipt shit.
Receipt is right there,
should
bro.
be going after Ryan Garcia.
He can't go after Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia already in cahoots to sign with him. Stop pushing these fake narratives, man.
Bro, if he fights Flyer, you're not understanding. Flyer, you're not understanding.
Hey, my receipt right there. Y'all don't want to show the audience. Y'all don't want to show it.
Hey, Flyer. But my man Cam was talking. He can't speak.
Panelists like you, idiot.
You're in line to take on the winner between Ryan Garcia and Mario.
It'll either be Rolly in May. That's what we're working towards. Rolly in May, or Garcia June, July, or maybe.
Well, no matter what, you're in line to take on the winner between Ryan Garcia.
Listen what he said.
You know what the word "or" means?
That's what we're working towards. Rolly in May, or Garcia June, July.
You know what
exactly? Did y'all hear that?
Do you know what "or" means?
Yeah, he said. Ryan in May. Ryan in May.
We just got the announcement for Rolly and Connor. We know that's a done deal. He picked
when is Ryan Barrios?
Next week.
All right, that's bad.
When is Ryan Barrios?
That's nasty word.
When is Ryan Barrios?
Next week.
Okay.
Okay, but he's negotiating with Rolly right now.
You know where you're at, bro. That shit's crazy.
Bro, he's the mandatory. He's the mandatory for Ryan.
You doing all of this weird ass. You doing all this weird ass bullshit talk. In the beginning of the you're not going to push for your man to fight the winner of February 21st.
It don't make no sense. In the beginning of the video you just played, he said no matter what. Do y'all know what no matter what mean? He said no matter what, you're in line for the winner of Mario Barrios, Ryan Garcia. That's what he said.
And then Connor said or. He said I'm going to take
talking about or. He said or.
And then we got the announcement. We already know who he picked out of those two fights, bud.
No, he said Ryan. He said Rolly Romero
or
in May.
He said Rolly or. He said the Rolly fight or the winner of Ryan and Barrios. And
Ryan and when?
Rolly.
What month did he say for Ryan?
Out of those two fights, he picked Rolly.
No, he's saying he could fight. He's saying he's going to fight both of them.
No, what he said is or, and if you mean or, that means he's picking between one or the other.
We're telling you.
He said or on the months. If he played it, if he played it, he said or on the months. He said or on the months. Of course, we gonna have to wait till we go back to my channel because they don't want to show the truth.
On your channel, do you just talk when other people talk? Is that what you do over there?
Your truth is a lie.
Earlier on a different show, talking about Josh Kelly and where he might go next and Conor Benn, but he's brought Conor Benn into the equation in this conversation. Let's cut through the nonsense. We're not going to see Conor Benn fighting Shakur Stevenson, are we? Really?
Anything's possible. Look, I mean, how can you any fight? There's so many fights we've said over the years. We're not going to see that. We're not going to see that one happen. Look, originally, Eubank Ben. Who would have said all those years ago Conor Benn would fight Chris Eubank Jr.? It happened twice. Look, I don't think it's the favourite fight right now. I think, Conor wants to win a 147 world title. He's got Rolly Romero opportunity that we're working on. He's got the Ryan Garcia against Barrios winner. Yeah. He's mandatory for the WBC world title.
Earlier on a different show, talking about Josh Kelly and where he might go next and Conor Benn, but he's brought Conor.
We're talking about 2 fights, and Conor took the Rolly fight. We literally know that fight's not for Conor.
No, he didn't take the Rolly fight.
That's
Yes,
Frank Smith, the Fire. You know who that is? That's Frank Smith, the CEO of Matchroom right there. He just said that they're working on Rolly Romero right now. And he said he is the mandatory, which we all fucking know and we already acknowledge already, which you keep trying to put that as a statement, as a talking point, when we already told you that we know that already.
I'm wondering why
he's working on Rolly, but the Ryan fight is a done deal.
This ain't about none of them. We're wondering why you Hanos guys aren't
the Ryan fight is a done deal.
That fight.
The Ryan fight is a done deal, he's saying. He said no matter what he said no matter what he got the winner out of those 2, but he working on the Rolly Romero fight right now. That's what he said.
This is how they play stupid.
So he's working. So clarification. He's working on Rolly. They're negotiating right now. If that fight doesn't get done, then he can go on and take the mandatory fight with Ryan or Mario.
No, that's not what he's saying.
Of the matter.
No, he's saying he can.
Fucking stupid.
That's not what he's saying. After Rolly,
he wants you to ask Devin and push Devin towards that fight.
After Ryan and Barrios fight, they can't go right into They can't go right into another fight right after that. It's going to have to be later, right? Come on, y'all. Use your brain, man. Use your logic.
You're not selective here, bro.
Use your brain, man.
So much.
Okay. So guess what? So how if he is Conor Benn going to take a Rolly fight and then fight what's his name a couple months later? How's he going to do both of those? He already announced.
Play the video. He'll tell you. Listen to the video when you play it. If you play the video, he explains.
Stop fucking doing that remedial dumb shit, bro. I'm fucking 43 years old. I watch very closely to cook people like you. We're only wondering why the fuck you're not pushing your guy to the guy you guys say all cheated.
The guy's ducking every video you see. He's saying no fight, and you still keep talking about the opposite,
bro.
You know what?
Pure deflection the whole time.
Every video he's saying that he not. Every video he's saying he don't want to fight Devin.
He already announced it on his Instagram. Go look at his Instagram.
Why people be wanting to be on bullshit with you because you be over talking people, bro.
Relax, I'm not over talking. I was quiet. I was listening.
But listen, just listen to me though. Listen to me. I'm just saying in general, right? What that happened is Rolly right now is negotiating with Conor Benn. If that fight was not to so much materialize and become a fact, it happened. He can take on negotiating the fight with the winner of happening February 21st, of course. But with that being said, why are y'all pushing for the winner of February 21st? Because y'all can unify with that person, whoever wins that fight.
That's what I'm saying.
No, they say
why y'all not pushing for that?
Because you don't understand that you keep trying to. I don't know if you're pretending. I don't know if you're pretending like you don't know, but they're trying not to fight Devin. They're trying to go around Devin. Ryan is trying to fight Rolly. That's why Conor Benn is trying to.
Yo, this punk motherfucker throwing shit at us, man. I smell something, man. You smell something? I definitely smell something in my hair. I smell pussy. Yo, he's a pussy, man. Stick his ass.
Exactly, Ryan. I smell it too, bro.
y'all boys.
Hey, yo.
Ryan is trying to fight Rolly Romero, so that's why Conor Benn's trying to get him out the way. But he said no matter what, he's the mandatory for the Ryan and Barrios fight.
It's a mandatory, bro.
Hey, when you say
that's why Devin talking about going up to 154 because nobody at 147 will fight him.
Blue, you notice that shit he be doing over there don't work over here. All that little bullshit propaganda, little lies and bullshit. bullshit. That shit don't work over
Hey,
here,
Cam,
man.
he don't got the
That
control
corny ass
board
shit.
neither, so he can't just break up the
Out,
momentum
bro.
with
Like,
videos.
you can't sit there and be perving. Y'all niggas scared for y'all fucking man Devin Haney to fight the winner of fucking Ryan Garcia
How
and Mario.
you're not disproving anything I say though.
Just say that.
I get it, bud.
Y'all can't disprove nothing I say. All y'all could just keep saying is why he ain't fighting him, why he ain't fighting him.
Well, I already
But y'all ain't
disproved
coming
it.
with no evidence though.
What are you talking about?
No,
Y'all not coming with no evidence.
So you're saying that
The only thing that you're saying, hold on, Sam, hold on.
Most
I'm sorry. The only thing that you're saying, bro, is the fact that fucking Mario Conor Ben has the opportunity to fight the winner because he's the mandatory, which we already know. You fucking dumb fuck. Like what the fuck? That's the only point
Conor.
you're stating the obvious. That's all you're talking about.
We just want you guys to push for the fight.
The first
no matter what fight.
You're pushing that as a deflection for your ass not to push for the winner of the fucking fight. As some scary ass shit.
The first thing I said, bro, was that video the clip that you keep playing, but you won't.
Oh yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Yeah, you right. You getting cooked. I'm happy you played that. You is getting cooked. The video that you played right there, you're only playing the part where Ryan Garcia talked trash and where his dad talked trash and say that he'll end Devin and all of that. But you skipped past the part and conveniently clipped that part out where he said, forget the rematch. He said he want to fight Shakur Stevenson with no rehydration clause. He didn't say he want to fight Devin.
Say that, bro.
We don't
He
care
didn't say he
about
want to fight Devin. He
what.
said he want to fight Shakur. So is that a duck?
Bro, none of that matters, bro.
Is that a duck?
You
It's in the
should
video.
be pushing Devin towards Ryan.
It's in the video,
aren't.
man.
It don't matter what they said. We want
do
you
matter
to
what
say,
they said.
Devin,
He's the one
fight
y'all talking
Ryan,
about fighting.
please. That's what we want. You guys that are Hanos clan and you guys that promote Devin, we want you guys to push Devin towards the Ryan rematch, but you're doing everything but that.
You sound crazy, bro.
What fight? No, wait, what?
You sound crazy. You just said it don't matter what Ryan's side say. They saying they don't want to fight. You talking about it don't matter. You just sound like
Devin.
You just sound like a hater, bro. You saying it don't matter what they say. The other side is ducking. They can say they ducking all they want,
I
but
didn't
it don't
say
matter
none of
what they
what you're
say.
saying. Now you're trying to do straw man arguments, bro.
How was
What
that
the
a straw
fuck?
man argument?
You're really on that weird type of time, bro. You're really on that weird shit. You're trying to win arguments over words.
How is that? How is that a
That's
straw
weird
man?
as fuck.
I know you
Just
want
stop
to go.
talking to me, bro. I don't care what you're talking about.
He's literally saying he don't want to fight Devin, and you're saying it don't matter what he say. What kind of
What does
stuff? What
Devin
kind of
want?
response
What
is
does
that,
Devin
bro?
want to be
Let me say something real quick. So what is that? Hold on. What Robert Garcia is actually saying is that Devin wants to fight and his dad does not want to fight. That's what you have to realize. He said his dad does not want to fight, and they're acting wish-washy on the situation. So that's why he came with the comment instead of going back and forth about are you gonna fight? That's why he said, "Fuck Devin," and I'm going for Shakur. That's why he says that, because the simple fact is, I might as well go down to Shakur. I'm almost that way. He explains it, breaks down everything. That's the reason why he said fuck Shakur, fuck Devin.
So he's on sweet.
They don't want to fight. So why he's basically saying, I'm not going to keep chasing them. They know we want to fight, but we're going to move on.
So Ryan is willing to try to squeeze down to a weight that we know he can't even make just to avoid fighting Devin, and y'all calling Devin the duck. Y'all sound crazy.
Let me say Let me say this. I got this.
Y'all sound crazy,
Flyer. Now watch this. Now Flyer, I heard what you just said, right?
He can't even make 140.
Flyer, let me just say this real quick. Let me respond real quick. This is what he said. I don't want to do the rehydration clause at 147. So therefore,
no, he said 140.
Anyways, what he says, he doesn't want to do the rehydration clause at 147. I'm gonna say it again. So therefore, we can move down because we're closer to 140, and we don't have to worry about rehydration clause, and we can rehydrate to what we want to. That's what he said.
You think Ryan Garcia could make 140?
I don't care. Listen, I don't care what
kind of response is that? You don't care. That's stupid.
focused. Right?
Look at Flyer. Listen to me.
It's important for him to be able to make 140 because that's what he's saying out his mouth, bro.
Listen to me.
You're
You're asking
missing
what
the
I
point.
think.
He cheated.
But listen,
That
Flyer.
focused
It doesn't matter what I think. What matters is
could've
what
made it.
the fighter thinks. You see what I'm saying? The fighter's the one that's choosing to go down and he doesn't want to do the rehydration clause. He'd rather just go to 140 and fight him straight up. And therefore, he can basically do what he wants to do. That's the fighter's decision. I'm not going to sit there and critique him for that and try to force them to do something that they don't want to do. He said, we can either fight here or we can fight there. They say the one to go down with no rehydration clause. I'm okay with that, and I'll respect that. It is what it is.
The point is he's lying, man. I don't understand how you don't see that this dude is lying. He's not about to fight Shakur. He's about to fight Conor Ben. I don't see how y'all don't see this, man. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science, bro. He's not going to. He's not going to fight him. Shakur's not going to fight.
No sanctioning body. Nobody going to tell Ryan what he's doing. He's the fucking boss.
Listen, I'm going to tell you what's not. I'm going to tell you what's not going to happen.
That belt. Ryan can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I'm gonna tell y'all what's not going to happen, and then y'all can have it.
We're all speculating up here, and that's just what this is.
Let me tell you what's not going to happen, Blue. Conor Ben is not going to fight Shakur at 147 with a rehydration clause. That's not going to happen. So them two not going to fight. Ryan Garcia is not going to fight Shakur at 147 or one. He's definitely not going to fight him at 140 because he can't make the weight. We know he can't make the weight, bro. He cannot make 140.
At 57, though.
And so what's going to happen is what Conor Ben and Ryan Garcia is agreeing to behind the scenes. Ryan Garcia, if he get past Barrios, he's going to fight Conor Ben.
To fight Prince Patel. He didn't agree to fight none of these guys. Ryan is reportedly agreed to fight Prince Patel after this fight.
We're going to revisit this after Ryan Garcia fight. We're going to revisit this after Ryan Garcia. We're going to revisit this after Ryan Garcia fight Conor. After he get past that fight. And then I want y'all to apologize. If I was wrong, I'll come here and apologise.
Flyer, listen, did Bill come by the channel? Is that why you doing this?
I'll come here and apologize. All the antics is funny and everything. It's cute, but it's cute. But I'll come back here and apologize.
Bill don't want the fight.
If Ryan Garcia don't fight,
he did all this talking to the
Conor Ben. If Ryan Garcia, y'all got two options. If Ryan Garcia fight Shakur Stevenson at 140 with at 140 and he make the weight, or Conor Ben fights Shakur at 147 with a rehydration clause, I'll come back in here and apologize.
Conor Ben, I don't think Conor can fight.
Let me say this. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't believe Ryan Garcia can make 140. I already said it earlier to y'all. You know what I mean? I believe in that shit. And I believe if he was to fight Shakur, it would be at 147. Ryan is not listening to Henry like that, where he's like, nigga, I'm about to go down and fight at 140. Like, no, that's Henry talking his little bullshit. At the end of the day, it's Ryan's word at the end of the day for us what he want to do. And then, of course, I already mentioned this before as well. Turkey and Ryan, they rock with each other heavy. And if Ryan win this fight with Mario Barrios, and that motherfucker want to be like, hey, Devin, let's get it on. Let's go ahead and unify up and Turkey put it together. Devin ain't gonna have no fucking choice but to come and fight Ryan. And Turkey put it together once again.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Devin want to fight Ryan. I was gonna say if Turkey put it together, of course, if Ryan agreed to it, Devin is already signed with Turkey for the 3-fight deal for $36 million. So that's the fight that he won.
All right, Fly. So let's put it in this perspective. If Ryan beats Mario Barrios and Turkey willing to put the unification together, you ready for that? You pushing for that?
Oh hell yeah! I'm pushing. I was pushing for Ryan Garcia to fight Devin now, and he made up an excuse in the interview about that. They asked him why he wasn't fighting. They asked Ryan Garcia why he wasn't fighting Devin now, why he chose to fight Mario Barrios, and you know what his answer was? He said that the biggest critique that his fans have against him is he never was a champion. So that's the excuse that he gave. He said he's trying to fight Mario Barrios instead of Devin, so he can get a
Devin
title.
is a
but
champion.
exactly, that's why I don't. That's why I still a duck. Yeah, because he could have fought Devin.
That's all I wanted is for you to push Devin towards that fight and be pushing for that fight. That's all I was saying.
Devin been trying to fight Ryan Garcia for the longest, man. Y'all act like y'all blind, like y'all Stevie Wonder.
No, he's not.
That's a lie.
Right now.
That's
a lie, bro.
Devin was trying to fight all of them guys at 147, and all of them turned their backs and tried to duck.
Why is Bill saying he ain't interested in the fight?
Because Ryan Garcia keeps playing games. When they first got there, right? Turkey had them all in a 4-way tournament, right? So Ryan Garcia lost to Rolly.
You don't gotta tell her that story.
Then you already know what's good. Then you already know what's happening. Why you trying to pretend like you don't know what happened?
That's the past. We talking about right now.
The past.
Y'all not pushing for the fight. Y'all motherfuckers.
Come on, man.
Right now,
y'all let this
fight, bro.
Y'all let this kid keep ducking, and y'all let this kid keep ducking. Y'all let him cheat and do all this other stuff, and still defend this guy.
Himself says he don't want the fight, bro. That's why
your whole propaganda
that you've been doing, your whole propaganda shit that you've been doing, been bullshit the whole time. What Bill Haney is out here literally said that he's literally fucking not interested in fighting Ryan Garcia.
Hey man, at least you standing on that you know that Ryan Garcia ain't about to fight Shakur Stevenson at 140. Some of these guys up here trying to pretend like they really think that Ryan Garcia, or maybe they might not be swift enough to know that he ain't gonna fight them at 140.
Just say the person's name, because I
don't know which one of y'all is. All the Tankamaniacs look the same to me, man. All y'all the same person.
You're the real Tankamaniacs, though. That's the thing. You guys are the real Tankamaniacs. You guys are the one that always want to talk about them, fucking bring them up, throw them in arguments all the time.
So you guys
you should be happy we keeping Tank name alive, man.
I don't care.
Tank is a talented fighter. We want to see him in the ring.
Name's alive. Boots is my guy. Benavidez is my guy. Fucking, there's tons of other guys. Nobody.
Yeah, it is. But we can't leave. We can't toss Tank to the roadside.
I bring the question to you. Who is Devin Haney going to fight right now? Then.
Yeah,
it's looking all these dudes ducking, man. But he was going to try. He was going to try to hop up. He was going to try to hop up there and fight. He was going to try to hop up there and fight Xander Zayas. But I'm hearing now that Xander Zayas and Josh Kelly might not be going for it. He might be going for Josh Kelly to try to unify with him so he could become the first.
He's trying to.
So Devin might not be able to. Yeah, so Devin might not be able to get that fight unless Turkey Al-Sheikh put up the big bag.
Okay, so then what?
If Turkey Al-Sheikh drops a big bag on him, though, it might happen.
Big DHP. But they pointing out next. Who they picking?
But think about that, though, y'all. That mess up a lot of. Think about that, though. Think about that, though.
Cam Zayas was never looking at Devin Haney's way, bro.
Cam, think about that, though. That would have
delusional.
That would have made everything go right, though, because we saw Josh Kelly beat Bakram, right? And so I was thinking that Eddie Hearn need to feed Josh Kelly to Boots, so Boots can get his belt at 140 and 154, and then maybe that'll force some of these other guys to have to get in the ring with him. And then Devin could have went up there and fought Xander Zayas, but now, we finding out Xander Zayas and Josh Kelly want to, mix it up and fight each other. So it's like, Boots is on the outside up there because Boots at 154. That's who I really want to see to get the shots up there at 154, because Boots, he got a lot of criticism, from the way he moved up, not fighting one of the champions. But I believe they was all busy, though. And Virgil Ortiz doing the ducking he doing. It's leaving Boots up there, really not with no significant fight to make, in my opinion. I think the significant fights up there for Boots is Xander Zayas or Josh Kelly, because he just got the belt, or one of the other champions up there. Maybe Jamel Charlo, would be a significant fight, without a belt being involved. But, for the most part, I think that messes up everything. The fact that Xander Zayas and Josh Kelly about to fight each other. If Xander would have fought Devin and Josh Kelly, it would allow Eddie Hearn to do what he's supposed to do, and let Josh Kelly and Boots fight, over there in the UK or whatnot, and that would have been a big fight for him, and that would have been a big fight for Devin with Xander. But hey, we can't always get what we want, man. I think the stars is aligning for Xander Zayas.
Y'all boys be wishing behind a star, boy.
Yeah, wishing.
Hey, the stars aligning for Xander Zayas. Young Xander about to do his thing.
What? So he can get 3 belts?
Yeah, boy.
If Xander fights
because
Kelly?
if Xander Zayas get one more belt, from what I'm hearing from the Puerto Rican community is that Xander Zayas have become the first Puerto Rican to have be unified with 3 belts, and then if he can get undisputed, that'll be crazy right there, legendary. So I'm pushing for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing for that.
But
then
Devin can't beat Xander Zayas, bro.
Hey,
Xander's
y'all, I gotta
fucking
make
leader.
moves, Cam. My phone about to die and shit, man. I gotta find me a charger out this motherfucker. I'll holler back, y'all.
I
mean, from what we seeing, we probably never gonna get to see if Devin can beat him, because Xander Zayas days numbered up there at 154 anyway. I think he about to move to 160. So he'll only probably stay down to try to have a significant fight.
Boots and Devin, then they Boots needs a big name. Devin needs big names. He's Mr. Fight anybody. I fight anybody they tell me to. That's what he told us. So
right now they in different weight classes though. If Boots had a belt, then I would say that's an option for Devin. But Devin not gonna go up there and fight Boots.
Boots about to have a belt right after he beats the fucking cup off of Geronimo or Virgil Ortiz. He's about to be
Virgil don't got no belt.
He got an interim.
That's not a belt, man.
That's an interim, bro. It's a title shot.
It's a shot to whoever got the title or whatever, but the belt in itself is not really, it's temporary.
Belt.
Ain't nobody fighting nobody for an interim belt. That's what Virgil do, man. How many interim titles he had already, man? Still ain't fighting none of the champions.
Fight Virgil for his interim. What are you talking about? You guys,
the interim is not a belt that you want to fight somebody for, man.
Yes, it is. If you don't got a belt, it is something you want to fight for. You guys,
let me ask you about this. Let me switch gears. Let me ask you, what y'all think about this fight right here?
That's a fucking duck fight. Because what's his name? Fucking. Oh no, that's Bell, Albert Bell, and Body. It's a good one.
Yeah, man. IBF ordered Lucas Body and Albert Bell earlier today, man. What y'all think about this?
Title eliminated.
Be fighting Kid though. They ordered this for no reason.
Wait, who got the IBF belt again?
Raymond Muratalo. Raymond Muratalo may be moving up to 140 when I'm hearing. Possibly.
Yeah, he about to
be a vacant titles. It may be a vacant title shot, possibly.
That's what tells me this right here. Probably be a vacant title, guaranteed. Raymond's big.
Yeah, WBA they ain't ordered what's the name of it yet? They ain't ordered Lucas.
No, they didn't order it.
What's up with what's up with Kid?
Lamont may get that call, man, for Kid Austin, dog, man, for that WBA strap, man. Lamont
at 140. Lamont at 140, bro.
No, Lamont trying to fight Shakur at 135.
How do we know Mont's at 40? Because he fought Pitbull?
Man, Lamar was just on Twitter the other day telling Shakur he was trying to get it cracking at 135 the other day.
Yep. That's
he going back down? Okay.
I'm gonna lead him into that. But.
He number 2 in the WB in the WB
WBA.
He number 2 in the WBC.
What about Kid Austin?
He number 2 in the WBA.
Yeah, the black
Kid Austin. Yeah, he's the interim champ.
Yeah, don't sleep on Kid Austin, man. I think Kid Austin gonna surprise
knock anybody out, bro. Yeah, you knocked Tevin Farmer out. I seen Tevin Farmer in there with big punchers and shit. People try
to downplay that.
Gonna end up taking. If the WBA they order Lucas Body with Kid Austin, I think Lucas Body probably gonna take Kid Austin to hit instead of Albert Bell.
Yeah, well, fucking Kid Austin will knock Lucas Body's head off his shoulders, guaranteed. Lucas Body don't get his head off the line, he's done for. That would be a great fight for Bell. I would love that fight. I think Albert Bell would beat the leather off him too.
And what's next for Mason?
Nobody wants to fight Albert because he's the real thing, bro. Got a long ass jab. That kid can really box, bro. People try to mention him as little as possible.
Who Mason lined up with? Like, what's next?
Well, Turkey talking about trying to make he want to make him and Joe Cordina next, and of course Joe Cordina, he the #1 contender for the WBO. So WBO most likely going to order that fight. Most likely for
that's a good fight. I'll be there in Cleveland, guaranteed. That's right up the street.
I don't think it's going to be in Cleveland. I think it's going to be in Saudi for real. In my opinion,
man, fuck that.
I think it's going to be in Saudi, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait,
I think they're going to have Abdullah fight in Saudi.
They said Abdullah said he wanted a homecoming after that fucking tough fight.
That would be a top rank was to make it happen.
Yeah, but there's only why not?
If Turkey, he's the one that's saying that he want to make Abdullah and Joe Cordina next. So if it's
why wouldn't
Abdullah being that ring ambassador and shit?
Abdullah gonna do a gate though. Abdullah gonna fucking draw a crowd. Fuck that Saudi shit.
Hey, where you at? You at upstate New York?
100% with you.
I'm in Western New York, Buffalo, dog.
I'm in the building. Like if he fighting,
I'm in the building.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm pushing for that. Fuck that Saudi shit. I want to fight at home.
That ring ambassador shit, bro. They gonna fuck around and have Abdullah fuck around and be up there in Saudi because they love them out there in Saudi with that Sam Ghost fight.
I know.
They love them. Plus, he got the Muslim, religion and all of that.
That's lame to me. I want Abdullah to fight in America, man. Abdullah's the next guy. I need him to fight in America, bro.
I like Abdullah, but I just feel like he's a little bit green.
He is green, but when you're ready for these fights, when you get in them. What the fuck? Why? I hate how we do that as boxing fans. We're so conditioned to have these guys go fucking do all this shit before they fight. Let's have them fight each other to learn that shit about each other. Fuck it. Like I hate the fucking marinating and he's not ready and let's do this and this and this before that. Fuck that. Let's just have these guys fight.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying,
I hear you.
He probably need to fight his mandatory, you know what I'm saying? And
I think we're ready for Shakur. Anyone that 35 champ. Let me get a uni. If I was Abdullah, I'd be pushing for another champion. Fuck all that. I'd be trying to be great. Give me them straps.
But 135 about to open, bro, in a minute, bro. Real shit.
Yeah, he could beat Mace. He could beat the other kid. He could beat Kid Austin. He could beat all the other champions. It's Mason's time is now. I would go on our 35 run. While you got the fucking youth by your side, you can still cut the weight. Go get them straps, kid. That's what I'd be doing. But
what y'all think about this today, man? So the latest right here, bro.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
They need to take Usyk off because Usyk is a heavyweight.
Yeah.
Anyway, belong below Shakur, so Shakur should be number one.
Out of here.
And then number two should be like Devin or flip flop the two. Either one.
I don't even care, bro. You guys are fucking delusional. You don't see the way that fucking bitch takes body shots.
So you think Usyk belong on there? He a heavyweight.
No, I think that Usyk is the guy the list is made for. That's
exactly. So he shouldn't be on there, right?
Yeah, no. And Shakur Stevenson should be at about 7. Fucking David Benavidez at 8 is criminal. David Benavidez is the #1 pound for pound fighter on the planet.
You exaggerate.
You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Who's gonna beat Benavidez?
How they got Serep a lot at number 2?
Bro? Run Shakur's bitch ass right over.
How they got Serep a lot at number 2?
Monster is a monster. He's proven.
Serep a lot.
He been doing this shit. Bam should be over Shakur Stevenson. Fucking Bivol is a bit high for me.
If Bam and Shakur was the same size, Shakur beat the brakes off of Bam. Stop it.
You're out of your fucking mind.
If Bam they was the same size.
Yep.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Yep.
Stop it.
Yep.
No.
Bro,
so Bam is more skillful than Shakur?
Like you guys do. People that
Bam is more skillful than Shakur?
Yes. Yes, and proven.
How you see
and when he gets hit by big punchers, he don't go running for the fucking hills, bro. He knocks people the fuck out. All right, do you know how hard it is? Shakur is telling his grandpa, "I'm gonna stop him." He begging for fucking stoppages every fight he's in.
You saying like Shakur don't got no
stopping shit
KOs.
is the top 5 are all stopping shit. Boots isn't even on this list. What?
Bro, think about how thorough you gotta think about how thorough you gotta be to stop people with noodle knuckles. he got hands with his problems with his hands, and he's still stopping people, man. He's stopping people with bad hands.
Was tailor-made for Shakur, and in that Zepeda fight, he was getting fucking punched on.
He's stopping people with bad hands, bro.
No, he ain't stopped shit. He stopped Padley off of a 4-day notice.
Hey, and then Padley, how many people Padley stopped since then?
Padley was just in a drag-out fight, fucking almost lost. He probably should have lost. They gave it to him on the cards, and then he got a knockout against a guy they put him in the ring with to get a knockout, to get people like you thinking the way you think.
Bro, come on.
Come on.
Shit,
You're talking to a real boxer. You're not talking to one of these goofies on the online, bro. You're talking to a real deal boxing head. I've been doing this for 35 years, watching boxing how you watch it now.
So they paid this dude to stick his chin out and get knocked out by Padley, bro. Come on, man.
Stop fucking having 5-year-old conversations with.
That's what you just said, basically.
Like real shit, bro.
You said they put him in there to get knocked out by Padley. Come on, bro.
It was an easy UK fucking fight for him. It was a showcase fight. What the fuck are you talking about? Like you don't really know what you be talking about. It's clear. So it's clear to everybody, bro.
So was Bartholomew the same thing for Bartholomew the same thing for Frank Martin?
No. He wasn't, bro.
Bro.
That's not considered the same thing as that.
Yeah, it's not.
You know how bad Bartholomew makes people look? You know how bad the fucking last 3 guys that fought Bartholomew looked? He's a tricky southpaw with fucking shooting from angles that you normally wouldn't get, bro. Bartholomew's a different type of fight. He just was old. That's the only reason you guys think that, because he was 40. Terrence Crawford's 37.
I know he was a dog. I think that was a good win by Frank Martin.
Of course.
Yeah, man. What y'all think about, man, Earl and Tim doing the summer, man? What y'all think about?
I think that's perfect, man.
Yeah, it is. That's a perfect fight for.
That's the perfect comeback fight for Earl, man. And Tim Tszyu, that's a good fight for him too.
Tim Tszyu got some crack in them gloves, man. I'm worried for Earl, but let's see.
I'm not
worried.
You
transforming like crazy, man. The agent trying to tap in.
Tim Tszyu taking a tune-up. He gonna fight on that same card with Louis Crocker and Leon Paro March 5th.
Crocker
taking a tune-up before he fight Earl.
When Charlo coming back? Is he coming back? He's talking about he wanted Spence.
Is that my connection?
He wants $10 million for fucking I think it's your connection. He wants $10 million for Boots, bro. That's crazy. Like fuck, Charlo. That's
you want to get paid, I guess.
Yeah, I know, but I thought Charlo was a dog. Like I thought Charlo.
I don't know what he definitely.
Well, I mean, realistically, is he gonna go back to just asking for $2 million? He's not gonna get that fight in Boots, so.
Well, that's the fight I want Boots to have, dude, because then nobody can say nothing.
I mean, he still can come back and fight. He can still come back and fight Spence.
Yeah, but I don't want Spence to get fucking life-altering fucking.
Let me ask y'all real quick. But
what I'm talking about, Spence is gonna fight Tim, right? I mean,
I can hear D1, but I can't hear everybody else.
Yeah, it's StreamYard frequent. You gotta go out.
He gotta leave and come back. But if Spence is getting ready to fight, you see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna leave and come back.
And then Charlo hasn't had a fight, so when he comes back, I mean, he can just basically still plan to fight Spencer if he wants to come back. So, I mean, after he fights Tim Tszyu, or he can fight the winner of Tim Tszyu. And then
but I don't want Boots to fucking pound the shit out of Errol. That shit would be fucked up, bro, because that's what will happen. Boots is in a point right now, bro. Whoever gets in the ring with this kid, it's gonna be bad for them, bro. The next 4 or 5 fights for Boots, he gonna be pounding shit. And that kid means business, bro. So I wouldn't want Spence to get in that fight with him. Please no.
Bruh. Hey, what y'all think? What y'all think about, like, far as Earl trainer wise? Like, you know, of course, he's been working with you know a few trainers like Redman and
Roy.
working with Roy and shit. Like, what y'all think trainer wise? Like, who the perfect guy for him? Like,
When you think about Roy and Spence, bro, Roy and Spence, you think Roy, the way Roy fought and the way Spence fights, you think that's a good pair? I hope he don't have him in there trying to do the chicken walk and shit. Like,
no, he need to train out here in Philly and learn that the shoulder roll and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The
More
inside
defensive
fighting and all that.
responsibilities. Keeping your hands up and shit, and how to go to work with while staying defensively responsible. Bradman's probably good for him. Real good for him. Bozy would be great for him.
Yeah, but we know Bozy ain't gonna be a good match because you got Boots over there.
Yeah, you don't want to even go sparring with that kid. He's probably beating the shit out of you.
Yeah, Canelo found out the hard way.
Yeah, Canelo fucked up. They got tenderized by Boots, bro.
right now, I can pretty much say right now that at Earl's career, he ain't looking to fight no Boots right now in his career right now. We could be safe and be honest about that.
Why would he?
That.
Cam J, why would he, bro?
What up, Smoke?
Man, bro. Earl know what's up with that fight, man. We could all be real.
Yeah, just
Earl know what's up with that fight, man. You know, we gotta be logical.
Oh, we'll fight him though. Earl was the last man to. He ain't fucking nobody.
Facts, D1, facts. Like, Earl, don't get twisted. He'll fight the motherfucker. But Earl know what's up with that fight. He'll fight any of the motherfuckers. Like, he'll fight Fundora, all the motherfuckers, bro. Like,
Boots reminds me a lot of Errol, like a East Coast Errol, bro. He tells you what he wants to do, bro, and he gonna try to do that. Once he tells you what he's doing that shit, bro. Like what Errol told you, straight up, and went and did it. No narratives, no bullshit, just fucking straight to the point, bro. And I'll always respect the man for that, bro. Because the way these boxers move out here, out talking and fucking going back on it, they're all capping. You know what I'm saying? So I respect the shit out of Errol.
Yeah, that's
Smoke. What you think?
Man, just that's why I found me new young fighters. This is the reason why. But Errol fighting Tim Tszyu.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's gonna come back, that's a good fight to come back to.
Yeah, that's what I said too, bro.
Good fight to come back to. The Charlo thing, I'll be real with you. He felt like he lost his momentum, his motion, everything. He need to get in where he's feeling, to be honest with you. And it's sad to say, even because you never lost the belt, with a fight that you were stripped for all of them, but you need to get in where you fit in right about now just to get your name back popping. We even think that you can fight. He looking at you like you quit against Canelo. Bud beat Canelo, so why would we even?
Man, hey, Jamil, man, shit. Jamil need to get him a tune-up and get back in the mix, man. Flat out.
What tune-up is at 54 though? What tune-up is
I thought Jamel was gonna fight Earl.
Earl. They talk about Earl with Tim Tszyu in the summer, shit.
Yeah, I know now, but they're back and forth. Made me think
approved of that a couple weeks ago. So, I mean, like this been on our horizon. But the only thing I got a problem with this situation with Earl with Tim Tszyu is the fact that Tim Tszyu's going to fight in a tune-up, and Earl's not getting a tune-up before he fights Tim Tszyu. That's my problem with the situation.
Wait, who Tim Tszyu about to get a tune-up with?
They ain't the opponent, but he's about to fight on the Lewis Crocker and Leon Power card.
Some
he was mess around and get stopped, man, before the fight.
Blown up welterweight, so he looked good.
Yeah,
You know
Tim
what I'm
Zoo about to fight a tune-up, and then he's about to fight Earl in the summer. If that's if that's the plan, like pretty much, like Earl's not going to have a tune-up before he fights Tim Zoo.
Earl don't do tune-ups, man. We can't change that, man, just because how we feel. Earl said, "I don't do tune-ups."
But let me ask you this, Smoke. That is Earl looking at Tim Zoo as a tune-up, though?
Might be. I mean, Earl took time off. His body, he probably healed completely. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, doctors are like, "Yeah, you good money, bro." And he can go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably ain't in no more pain. Like, there's a lot of stuff that people was neglecting it, but he probably ain't no more pain.
T Hill, what you think? T Hill, you think Earl looking at Tim Zoo as a tune-up?
Let me answer that for you. Hell yeah. Now my hands got to tell. Come on, bro. Like, okay, let's be real. Tim Zoo done been through some wars, and Tim Zoo done been stopped. Tim Zoo was like, nah.
That's what I said.
Like 2 Fundora fights, Baccarat, and then him just getting over there where Earl ain't gonna be. Gonna be no cakewalk.
Yep, I said he got stopped twice in the last year and a half by Baccarat and Fundora. You know what I mean? And lost 3 times in the last year and a half. You feel me? Like he won in 3.
Yeah, he won in 3.
He 2 and 3. You know what I'm saying? Because he just won in his last little fight that he just had after the comeback after the Fundora loss.
I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. Him fighting Earl. If Earl gonna come back, I see how Earl look in a couple of joints. If Earl want to come back, and Earl can come back. I just didn't want to. I ain't want everybody rushing it. That's gonna be the problem. Everybody rushing it to see Earl.
Hey, Earl. That's why I said I would have rather him have a tune-up fight, man. Get his feet wet. I don't think it's a full tune-up for him, for real. This is a dangerous fight because Tim Zoo, that motherfucker can fight, bro.
This ain't a foregone conclusion. I'm telling you guys. I know Baccarat caught Zoo, but Tim can punch, bro. We didn't see Errol come back yet.
Tim Zoo can definitely fight, bro. That's what I said.
Bro.
This ain't no tune-up for no Earl Spence.
Hell nah. Who said that?
Yeah, so I don't know if Earl looking at it, but
hell nah. That ain't no tune-up, bro. Not to me.
No, we're talking about if Earl looking at Tim Zoo like that.
Oh yeah, that could be bad.
That's Earl. If Earl doing like that,
Earl probably.
Earl said, Earl, what's that famous saying? I don't do tune-up.
Yeah, because bro, the lot can go wrong in a fight, bro. You might as well just get to it. You're gonna have good nights, you're gonna have bad nights, you're gonna have wins, you're gonna have losses. Might as well just get it, bro. That tune-up shit, we're conditioned to think that kind of thinking is okay because the promoter sold it to us that way.
Now,
you shouldn't be fighting, bro.
This got me thinking though. If PBC, if they really they got some brewing on this bit though.
They do.
Because if they believe if Earl they can beat Tim Zoo.
Then Jamel Charlo after Zoo, Charlo, he'll probably do Zoo and Charlo in the same year.
Bro, that put him in the mix with some shit after that. You know what I mean?
And Errol is the real face of boxing. Like, if this dude makes a major comeback like Zoo and fucking Charlo, Errol got the people, bro. Errol was fucking uber popular, bro. And then he just fucking fought so little. He was doing like 300,000 buys consistent, bro. Errol's super popular, bro.
But
he could.
That's the thing. The layoff, bro. The layoff for Earl. That's the main thing that concerned me, bro.
The layoffs fucking killed his profile. He should have been the man way more than he was, to be honest. But it is what it is.
I said Spence don't do too. My boy Rainwild Boxing Podcast. Subscribe to my brother, man. He said since Spence don't do tune-ups, why not Mel Charlo?
Yeah,
He's
they both been
out
out
the
the
ring.
ring.
But that it makes the perfect sense for real if they was just to go to match them up because both of them been out the same amount of time, bro. Like, it
Yo, I
makes
gotta slide out, bro.
perfect sense. Do your thing, D1.
All right, be good, be safe, fellas. Everyone on the panel, it's nice talking to you. Be good, man.
Be safe, dude.
Yeah, bro. Like, it make a lot of sense for that to happen more so than him fighting Tim Tszyu. Like Tim Tszyu getting a tune-up before you fight Earl, that's crazy, bro.
Man, listen.
Thrill Hill said Tszyu been active, Spence gonna have to show me. That Mike Ware said, I like Spence. He is not or has never been a face of boxing. Yes, Cam, he needs a tune-up. Yeah, I say he definitely need a tune-up for sure. Definitely need a tune-up, bro. Like,
man, Earl don't do tune-ups, man, and I ain't about to change it. The same way everybody talking about Deontay Wilder, he want to go out on the shield, man. Let that dude do what he want to do.
Man, bro.
Let him do what he want to do, man. Let him do what he want to do. That's all I can say about that one.
I didn't get your take about this about Albert Bell earlier, man. What you think about this smoke, man? With Albert Bell getting the order, man, Lucas body, man. I want to get your
take he getting body?
IBF ordered it, but it ain't Lucas body possibly might get the WBA order with Kid Austin as well, though, too.
If he waiting for that damn call to fight Kid Austin, he don't want to fight Albert Bell. He ain't no damn fool. I don't want to cuss up here like that, but he ain't no damn fool. He know what's up with Albert Bell. Albert Bell make a damn example out of you and make everybody remember why you should be talking about Albert Bell. And I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that.
Hey, bro. Hey, the crazy situation with it though is like I said earlier, with Lucas body, if he gets the WBA order with Kid Austin, bro, a lot of people gonna look at him like, yeah, he gonna take Kid Austin because Albert Bell, you know, so that's a tough motherfucking task for Lucas body for real. You know what I'm saying? And it's a possibility Raymond Maritala might go up to 140, you feel me, too. So it may be a vacant title for that shit. I mean, so
Raymond said, now Cam, you know Raymond said that he's planning already to move up to 140. He wants to go straight to Shakur. So I'm with that. Because Shakur don't got the belt at 135 anymore. So, you know, and Raymond wasn't tripping. He said, man, we were already planning on going up. So, you know, Shakur moved up. We don't have a problem moving up. We want to move up. So,
hey,
that'll be a good fight. That'll be a good fight, though. I mean, yeah, that'll be a good fight. I'm not knocking Shakur for taking that fight. If you was going to take it at 135, you can take that right now. You got a belt. You can defend the belt against him. You see what I'm saying? All right. It is what it is.
Thanks, brother. Then even with that open it up for Albert Bell, man. He be fighting for a vacant in it instead of a title eliminator for sure.
Mm-hmm. Not unless Shakur wants to move down to 135 for that belt. Like him and Mortella negotiate for 135. But I think he should just go for undisputed at 140. You know?
Yeah, that's what I believe with Shakur too, bro. I definitely believe in Shakur as far as him going to stay in at 140, just become undisputed, bro. You got a lot of guys active on this card coming up, man. You know what I'm saying?
He can get the fights too. At 140, he can get the fights, and guard's gonna be willing to fight him. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna be. I think he can get the fights up there. I don't think he have any problem.
Yeah, bro.
Especially if
a lot of guys active on this card at 140, bro. Like, I know Shakur wouldn't fight Africa. I know that probably for sure. But
you said he wouldn't, or he would?
I don't think he'll fight Africa.
No, he'll fight. Yeah, hell yeah, he'll fight him, bro. He'll fight him. Trust me, he'll fight him. He'll fight him. He'll fight him.
Think so?
That fight will happen. Yes, man. Yes. They always play fight anyways. You know that. You see them always trying to play fight. They'll fight each other. Except the thing about now, here's the question: will Richardson follow through because he already said that? You know, they cool and they sparred 100 times. You know what I'm saying? But still, if you don't have to, if that's a fight he don't want to take, but you know he'll take it. You know, if he had to. That's where I'm questioning everything at. When you make a statement like that,
Africa gonna end up at 47 in the next year. Watch.
Man, bro, I believe that too, for real.
He's gonna end up at 47, trying to push that Devin Haney issue, and if not, he's gonna try to get that Keyshawn fight.
Man, he need to be fighting. He need to be fighting fucking Gary outside Russell.
yeah, but he don't want that. He don't want. He won't mention his name, bro. That's like, you know, like certain fighters, bro. They don't mention their.
Want to unify.
But you can say he wants to unify, but did he mention his name?
Man,
nobody mentioning Gary name. Nobody be saying I want Gary. Nobody be saying that.
Oh well.
I ain't heard a 140-pounder say, "Yeah, give me Gary Antoine Russ." I ain't heard nobody say that. Only one I heard say that was Lamont Roach, and then he had a draw with Pitbull. But outside of that, and then he back at 35 now. So only person I heard say they'll fight Gary was Lamont Roach. Outside of that, I ain't heard nobody say nothing about no Gary Antoine Russell. I ain't heard nobody, yo, you ducking me. I ain't heard none of that. Nothing. So
I heard Shakur mention his name. Because Shakur said he'll fight him.
if he said his name, he'll fight me. But I ain't heard nobody say that man's name like that at all.
Man. The only person that really should be saying his name, no matter what, is Hitchison, but he won't say his name. That's the only person, realistically, that should be saying his name.
It's not going to be no back and forth. It's going to be let's fight.
Yeah, and he knows that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, Gar, you should be, man. You should be wanting your get back because you lost. You know what I'm saying to that man. You should be wanting your get back.
Who?
Brother.
Hitchison lost to Gar in the amateur.
Well, I mean, so did Boots.
Yeah, Boots lost to what's his name?
He lost to Gary 3 times. Gary beat him 3 times.
Gary, yeah. Boots lost to Gary, but then he lost to somebody else too. I thought
he lost to Gary 3 different times. That's enough losses. You lose to the same guy 3 times, he got your number.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna fight 2 different states. You know, Boots is too big. Yeah, Boots is too big.
Yeah, Gary. I don't see Gary moving up to 147 at all.
Nah, I don't think he got the. He's not big enough for the style to go to 47 that he fights with. He'd have to go and start looking like Mr. Gary Ross. He went to 47, but he don't have that style. He's rough and rugged on the inside all the time.
There it is, bro. Shit. Boy, go ahead and say y'all final statements, but I'm gonna go ahead and close it up, bro.
Hey, great live, man. Great live, man. On to the next one, my friend.
You already know, man.
Appreciate you, Cam. Most definitely. Did you have a good birthday the other day, born day the other day?
Man. Yeah, I enjoyed it, brother. I enjoyed it, man. I definitely did, man. I appreciate all the love from everybody on here, on YouTube and everything, bro. It was definitely a lot of love from everybody, man. I definitely appreciated it. Definitely for sure, bro. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? We back active, crazy. I was live a lot last week, so but I'm gonna be live a little. We're gonna be live a little bit this week though, for sure. Like Wednesday night, I got Albert Bill coming on Wednesday night, man, at 8:45. You know what I mean?
That's tough. That's what's.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what we working on. We got some guys coming through, man. These next couple of weeks, man, just working and stuff. So. I mean, we staying active, man. We gotta get active, man. My thing is about this shit with the content shit is like, it is like, yeah, it's cool for us to be talking about, you know, a lot of these guys and shit, but I feel like it in a perspective, like, I wanna talk to the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanna talk to them. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, some other people they be looking at it in a perspective where they be like, shit, fuck it, they gonna they want people want the fighters to reach out to them and shit, which it's cool, whatever, like however but people put it, but I mean sometimes like some of these fighters they want love, they want us content creators to reach out to them, and I understand it because they want that love, and then some of these guys is not even getting opportunities and getting many interviews like that for real too with certain guys on different levels. You feel me? So like what I'm saying, that's why I want to talk to some of these guys.
I just literally, before I jumped on your channel, I just finished the interview with Joseph Brown.
Word. Y'all about to go back and check that shit out.
Because he it was, the interview was kind of tough to do because he had a fight this weekend. It only lasted 30 seconds. He made the dude quit in 30 seconds. So how much of the fight can you talk about with 30 seconds?
Hey, man.
But here's the thing, though. This is why like when it's in your favor. Dad was there a whole lot, so I got to talk to Dad a lot, and then Mom Dukes pulled up too, so I got to talk to the family. Because the fight really wasn't. I mean, 30 seconds, bro. What? Dude quit. He said no mas. He fought him like so. 30 seconds. What can you talk about when it comes to that? What did you progress in anything? Nothing.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? What can you? So but it's, like you said, to just talk to him and see how he doing, how he moving, what he like to wear, who he hanging out with. You know what I'm saying? Have some rolling conversation.
Because they need to promote. They need to promote themselves and be on that, and mix it up with other, fans and stuff, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't see like how crazy YouTube boxing is. Some of the fighters don't know how crazy it is. So YouTube boxing is crazy as fuck, bro. Like it'd be a lot of wild shit from a whole bunch of different channels on here, bro. Like and the fighters don't see it in that perspective. You know what I'm saying? For real, until like we show them and shit. When they see some hecklers in the motherfucking comments and shit when we interview them and shit at times and shit. But majority when I interview a lot of people, like they be cool. Like all my people be cool when when everybody be respectful for real.
Well, I'm definitely checking that Albert Bell joint out. What day you say that is?
Yeah, bro. Wednesday, 8:45 p.m. Eastern time, Wednesday. Yeah, usually I'm live. Everybody know I'm usually live every Wednesday at 6:30, but I'm not gonna do a show at 6:30 this week because we got Albert Bell being here at 8:45 Wednesday. So I may do something earlier on the side just to cover some news and shit like that. But me and him, just me and him on that shit. So. And so we got another little surprise on it too. So man, we working, man. We staying active, bro.
Hey man, stay working, man. I'm gonna holler at you, Big Pimpin'.
So, you already know, brother, man, for sure, bro.
Stay up, bro.
Facts. Yeah, man. All right, man. Y'all already know the vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? Had to pop up on y'all with some little recent shit today, man. For sure, man. And definitely another banger. Enjoyed the conversation with my peoples, man, my family, man. Appreciate the love. And we definitely got Albert Bell here, man. Wednesday, 8:45 p.m. Eastern time, man. 8:45 Eastern time, Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? In the flesh, man. Talk about this IBF title eliminator with Lucas Body, man. So we definitely gonna be lit this Wednesday. And make sure y'all stay tapped in with the content, man. We staying active. We got some videos on the way tomorrow and stuff, you know what I mean? A lot of different shit. So definitely tap in with the channel, man. And we out of here. We'll see y'all.
All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's showtime like Kareem Lakers. I make a masterpiece, seem basic. No dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Rest in peace, the Nippy was the street savior. Got my credit right now, I need acres. Gotta turn your dirty money into clean pay.